Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please draw your attention down here. We appreciate everybody for making their way on this beautiful day here in southwest Iowa to the Richards Cattle Company annual bull and female sale. My name is Kent Jakey. It is my pleasure to be associated with Brett and his family in Nevada, and, of course, the ranch manager sitting right here to my left, Mr. Rowan. As I've gotten a chance to be a part of this family and be a part of this organization, it has been my pleasure to be more involved each year, and I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, I work about 75 auctions a year all over the United States, and no greater firm that I get a chance to work with than Brett in Nevada and Rowan working with the Richards Cattle Company. Nobody is more passionate about what they do in their life than this gentleman standing to my left. I enjoy every second I get a chance to spend with him looking at cattle. We see cattle a lot alike, and I appreciate not only his trust in me to help him, but more importantly, our friendship. Before I call him to the microphone again, ladies and gentlemen, you are buying cattle from a man and a family that believe in taking care of you first. They believe that you need to be taken care of if you're not happy with any of your purchases, and I don't know very many people that aren't. But if you do have a problem, we can't fix it if you don't let us know. So I'm going to say that right up front. We want you happy. We want you back next year and the year after and the year after. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce to you my friend, Mr. Brett Richards.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming out. Sorry. We work I had to write all this down this morning because my brain isn't very smart like my wife Nevada's, so I gotta read part of this here, so I didn't forget it all. We work all year for this day. Our cow herd is our passion, and we feel that consistency is the only way to make money in the beef industry. And this set out here is as consistent as you can ever imagine. Jakey's going to say this all day long, but there's 70 bulls out there for sale. 38 of them go back to one cow. And I'm not very smart, but that's consistent. We stand behind these things 100%. You get something bought, you get a snag somewhere along the lines, whatever it is. I don't care if you're halfway across the United States, call me. We will make it right. As far as shipping, we got trucks going all over the United States. We'll get them to you wherever you want to, wherever you're bidding from. We'll have truckers going that direction. Pat Lyons is sitting right down here. He's headed south tomorrow afternoon. You know, any of you down south, give Pat a call. I need to tell a few of these thank yous here. Nevada. I always say last, and I usually cry. Thank you. Clarinda Livestock, A+ team. Thank you very much for allowing us to be here. Noel Ernst for the pictures and videos. If anybody needs anything done that way, he's your man. He's one of the best in the industry. Jenny Harbin, they couldn't be here. She lost her grandpa a few days ago, but our catalog looks incredible due to her. The entire sales staff, there's so many of you. I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot that you're here. Greg Gard at PCSB, he's been with me from the beginning, and he'll be with me till the end. Gosh dang, this is tough. Our crew. I'm pretty proud of those cattle out there. But our crew is not replaceable. We ask a hell of a lot of them, and I push these people, and I push the ever-living hell out of them, and they take it. I ask a lot out of them. They eat a lot, but they do it. And I'm so fortunate to have the people behind us that believe in the stupid projects that we have them do, because today they'll see the end result. And it just means so much to me that they're here and that they do everything behind the scenes. And 100%, we cannot do it without them. That is the most genuine thing today. We lost one of them this year. Jace Wilmus was a huge part of our program, and today he looked forward to more than I can't even say it. He looked forward to today versus any other day in the year. He was passionate about it. He was a true cow man. He knew these cows. We run 500 and some cows. He knew every single one of them. He knew what they had 3 years ago. He knew what they had 5 years ago. He knew if it was a sale barn crapper. He knew if it was a $10,000 bull. He knew them. His family's here. I've told him 12 times, but I miss him. If I keep going, I'm going to cry more. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. If you have any trouble with anything, me and Nevada stand behind him 100%. Hey, buddy, can you say thank you?
Thank you.
If you guys can't tell, in my opinion, and I get to work with a lot of different people throughout the year, but you want to work with a guy like this, somebody that cares. And he cares probably too much sometimes, but that's why I love him, and that's why I love working for this family. And there's no greater joy than I get. He don't even have to write me a check, because when this little one walked through the door last night, he goes, "Hi, Jakey." So it's always good to see Rowan and be here to help him too. So, hey, you guys didn't come here to listen to both of us cry. You guys came here to do business today, and business we're going to do. We're going to conduct this thing in as professional manner as we can. We've got a great crew here to help us today. But before we get started, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out a few things. And I will tell you this. There are 38, like Brett said, there are 38 of these 70 bulls that go back to the 507 cow. She's the dam of the 1019, the Nevermore daughter. And when you do look at these set of cattle, I guess the one thing that sticks out to me more than anything, between breeds, it doesn't matter if it's a 3/8 semi, a half-blood semi, even goes back to a purebred Angus. These cattle have three things in common. They're good looking, they're ultra sound on their feet and legs, and they've got awesome performance. So if you go through this set, I get a chance. This is my 27th bull sale to work this spring. I don't work as many as some of these guys, but I go to a lot of them all over the United States. And I would tell you right now, not because I'm here representing this man today, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is as stout a set of bulls from top to bottom as I've had a chance to sell this year. And you guys are very smart to be here. It'll help your program. And at the price of what these killer bulls are bringing, you can add a little bit to what you're getting for your old bull and add some powerful genetics from the Richards Cattle Company that'll help you take and put more pounds on your cattle. And as we all know, these pounds coming through this ring are worth a hell of a lot more than they were a year ago. And they'll continue to be worth that, as all the prognosticators say, for the next few years. So, guys, set in and invest in your program. Don't think of it's writing a check to Brett Richards today. You're investing in what you're doing at home. Hey, we got a couple things to take care of here real quick. Of course, Brett offers free delivery within 200 miles of Clarinda, Iowa. So if you got a bull today and you didn't bring a trailer, hey, just let him know what your intentions are. We make settlement back out here at the front desk where you got your buyer numbers today, and we want you to know we need you to go out there and give good check or cash for your purchase today. We want to thank all of our friends on CCI.live. We've got over 250 people that have gotten numbers to bid on cattle today, and we want to thank Tori Nathan for being here and representing CCI.live, and for all of you listening or within the sound of my voice, thank you for tuning in. Around ringside today, we've got Mr. Austin Sorensen and my dear, dear friend, Mr. Randy Rasby will be working the ring today. Please turn their bids into those two gentlemen. We've got several consultants on the sale that are here. Of course, we've got Kelvin Jorgensen sitting up here in the black hat. Noel Orntz. Noel, where are you at, my friend? Noel's right down here on the front row. He's the guy that took all the pictures and videos. Noel, great job as always. Great, great young man, great friend of mine. Lane Meyer, Lane sitting right up on the top row up here, one of the truly great cattlemen that I know in the country, and a lot of the genetics that Lane has produced are absolutely representative in this program. My good friend Tim Burke. You can't miss Timmy right over here. Timmy's also, and then Nick Dwyer, my Illinois buddy. Nicky, where are you? Nick, up on the top, wearing the old JB Show Steer sweatshirt today. These guys all have bids with them. When you see them bid today, rest assured these cattle will be going to a new home. And then Greg Miller from Wisconsin. Greg, where are you? He might be in the back. Greg right there. Thank you, Greg, for being here. Also, if you like to acquire insurance on your cattle, please let the girls at the front desk know that, and they can help you with that. All of the cattle have been semen checked, and while we're doing that, we're going to address that right now. The Lot 1 bull is the only bull that we're selling today that is not quite past his semen check. He is very, very close. Brett is going to keep this bull here on the ranch, and he is going to get him to pass that semen check. He has doubled his efficiency in the last week, and so it's just a matter of time. The bull had a 41 scrotal. That bull is going to settle cows. But Brett wants you to be aware that he's going to keep that bull here. He will get that bull to you upon him passing his semen check. You do not have to write a check today unless you want to on the bull, and you can only have to pay for the bull after he passes his semen check. We want you to know that, and we want to be up front with you and know as much as we can. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the auctioneer today, my friend, Mr. Neil Bourret, to conduct the auction.
Oh, thank you, Jake, and what a great day it is to be here in Clarinda, Iowa. The all-time record cattle prices we're seeing. Weigh price is absolutely astonishing. I'm sure the boys here at Clarinda are selling weigh bulls north of $2 a pound. Like Jakey said, if you got an older bull at home, might be time to think about trading him in and getting one of these new Richard bulls and upgrade your genetics. And with that, let's go to work.
All right, guys, let's swing that door. As we bring in this Lot 10 bull, as Brett and I were making the sale order yesterday, we both looked at each other and we said, hey, we're going to start with 10, and we almost said it together. Here's a bull that the first time I came here to look at these bulls, a bull that I had a lot of marks in my catalog on, a bull that I think is absolutely tremendous from the ground up, a bull that's got great feet, a bull that's got a big old hip and a big top in him, and more importantly, he's a half-blood semi-bull that's got power, look, and muscle, but maternally, again, an own son of the Nevermore 1019 donor. Again, there's 32 direct sons or granddaughters out of that cow, and there's 38 of them out of the DRC 507 cow, his grandmother. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're buying from the heart of this program. When Brett put Sam and Something About Mary into his program, it changed a lot of things around here. And here's a representative. He's one of 6 brothers that we're selling today. You guys talk about consistency. I would challenge you to say if you could buy 2 or 3 of these full brothers, you'd have as good a set of calves at home as anything you've ever made. Colonel, let's sell Lot 10, half-blood semi, a Sam son out of the great 1019.
Here's the Lot 10, the Sam son. CCI, there is a slight delay. Get in early, and we won't miss you. Tori, you're in good hands. Here's Lot 10, the Samson. Go here, Don, to get a 10-pound dollar. Who give 10 on to get a 10-pound on to get a 10-pound on to get a 4,500 5-pound and 555 on to get a 55 on to get internet 10 55 on 5-pound 55 and 5-pound 55 on to get a 55 6-pound on to get a 65 on to get a 65 7 and 75 on to get a 75 be done to get a 75 on to get an 8 on 8-pound on to get an 8 and 8 now 5 on to get an 85 on to get an 8-pound 8-pound 85 CCI you're out 85 on to get an 8-pound 85 on to get an 85 on to get a Raz's weight 85 9-pound and 9 on to get a 9 on to get a 9-pound on to get a KJ we're out got to be 9 on to get a 9 85 9 on to get a how about 7.5 87 1/2 85 7.5 on to get a 87 1/2 on to get a 85 7.5 here on to get it all done 87 1/2 sold it 8,500 Daniel you win buyer 660.
All right, folks, turn to lot 5 as we run this bull out. Go to lot 5. Coming to you is a 3/4 blood bull. Here's a County O son, again, out of a broker 1019. The donor that they call Eleanor. We're going to have several sons out of not only Eleanor, but her full sisters today. Here's a bull with a 41 scrotal on him, guys. He had a weaning weight of nearly 800 pounds. Here's a County O back on an Eleanor.
5,055 and 5 pound 55 on 4 pound 45 on 45 on 4 pound 45 and 445 5 on 5 pound 55 on 55 on 55 and 55 on 55 on 5 pound 55 and 5 pound 55 on 55. I got 5,000. You got to be 55. Austin 55 on. 55 6 out on. 60 on. 55 6 on. Now 5 on. 5 you don't get 5 and 65 on. 5 on. 65 on. Tammy Round 65 on. 5 and 65 on. 5 on. 65 7 75 and 75 on. 75 you don't get 75 on. 75 on. 75 on 7 pounds 75 and 75. You don't get 7,000, 75 on. We're way up here, 7,000, 75 and 75 on. Austin Round 75 on. 7,000, 75. You don't get a pint sold at $7,000. KJ wins. Buyer number 307.
And here's lot 4, ladies and gentlemen. Lot 4 is coming in the ring. Lot 4 is coming in. Here's the full brother to the Lot 5 bull we just sold. A full brother. You talk about consistency and performance. Here's a bull that weighed off at $795. Here's a bull. Both these bulls weighed within 5 pounds of their weaning weight. Big weaning weight bulls. Big scrotal bulls. Again, a big bull with big top and power.
4,500 5 pound daughter on. 45 4,500 5 pound on. 5 pound daughter on. 4,500 5 pound on. 5 on. 4,505 and 4,500 5 pound on. 4,045 5 pound on. 45 5 and 45 5 on. 55 on. 55 on. 5 pound 55 on. 55 on. 5 pound 55 and 5 pound 55 on. 55 on. Now 5 you don't get 6 pound on. 55 6 and 55 6 on. 6 on. 16 on. 55 6 and 60 on. 65 on. Raz Round 65 on. Down 7 and 7 pound on. 7 7 7 on 65 7 on 7 on 65 7 on 7 7 on Razway 65 7 and 65 7 on 7 7 7 on 7 sold at 6,500. Raz wins. 314's winner.
Okay, turn to lot 6, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to lot 6. A bull, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, is as unique an individual as we've got in the offering. A bull with a big top, big hip, and wild neck set. Here's a bull that's awesome on his feet. He's a County O out of another full sister to Eleanor. The broker 1019, 48 scrotal. 48 scrotal, guys. Here is a bull, guys, is a hammer.
5,055 on. 55 on. 55 on. Did you don't? 55. Announce it on 55. Got a man, boys. We're gone. 55 on. 55 on. 55 on. 55. 55 6 on. 65 on. 65 on. 7 on. 7 7 75. He don't get 75. 75 on. 75 on. 8 on. 8 on. 8 pound on. Raz Round 8 pound on. 8 on. 75. 8 7,500. 8 pound on. 8 on. 7,500 on. 8 on. 8 on. All in. All done. On. 8 here on 8 pound on. 8 here on. 7,500 on. 8 here. Now wait, sold him 7,500. 317.
Okay, folks, turn to lot number 1. Go to lot number 1. Here's a bull. Again, there's a reason this bull is lot number 1. From the time this calf was born, Brett called me and said, man, I think I got lot 1 born. And here's a bull, guys, out of the great Dynamo, the great 4B Dynamo, a bull that's doing such a good job up in the Mosier Cattle Company in North Dakota and Herbster family over in Nebraska. A bull that'll put power and look, awesome structure and performance. Here's a bull with a 41 scrotal, a bull that I think is a changer for a purebred bull to go back into a purebred program or into a commercial set of cows. Here's lot 1, purebred Dynamo out of a broker.
Here, fellas, go here. You heard the story is going to be passed before you pay for him or take him home. Go here. Get a 10 pound daughter. Get a 10. Give 10. Get a 10 pound. Get a 5 pound 55. Get a 55. Get a 5 pound 55. Get a 5 pound 55 and 5 pound 55 6. Get a 6 pound. Get a 5 on, get him, get him, 5 on, get him, get him, get him, get him, 65 on, get him, get him, get him, 6 down, 65, 6 down, 65 on, get him, get him, get him, get him, 5 on, get him, get him, get him, 65 on, get him, get him, get him, 5, 65 on, get him, get him, 5 on, get him, hold on, 65 on, get him, get him, 65 on, get him, Austin's way, now 7, 65, 7 on, internet's in, Mike's in the lead, 65, 7 pound on, get him, get him, 7 on, get him, get him, 7 on, get him, get him, 65, 7, 75, 75 on, get him, Mike, 75 on, get him, 75, get him, 75 on, get him, 75, 75 on, get him, 7,500 on, get him, Austin on, get him, Austin's way, on, get him, 65, 7 on, get him, Mike, you're out, 7 on, get him, gotta be 7, Mike, 7 on, get him, 7, 65, 7 on, get him, 7 on, Mike, we're out, you gotta be 7 on, get him, 7 on, get him, 7 on, get him, 7 on, get him, 7, 67 half, Mike, you gotta break the tie, 67 half, 65, 7 half on, get him, Austin's way, 65, 7 half on, get him, now 7 on, get him, Austin round, 7 pound, 7 pound on, get him, 7 on, get him, 67 half, 7 on, get him, 7, 7, 7 on, get him, 7, sold him 67.50, Mike wins, buyer 663.
Okay, go to lot 31, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to lot 31. A bull, again, that I think I had a lot of marks on. This is the kind of bull that I think can make a big difference in a commercial program. A Merlin. Merlin was a bull at Griswold's we sold to Rob Van Hove up in South Dakota. A wizard out of a whiskey. There's a touch of mane in this bull. A semi-base bull back out of a great, great Meyer granddaughter. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to leave a set of daughters, when you look at the bottom side of this pedigree, and you see this OCC Jetstream, that is a bull that is absolutely even a killer set of females. Here's a bull that I think is absolutely wanting to leave daughters and put pounds on his sons.
Up here, on, get him, 31's a Merlin son, on, get him, go here, on, get him, 5,055, and 5,055, on, get him, 6 pound, on, get him, 45, 5, on, get him, 5 pound daughter, on, get him, 55, on, get him, 6 pound, on, get him, 65, on, get him, 5, 5, on, get him, 7 pound, on, get him, match, you gotta be 7, on, get him, 7 pound, here, on, get a CCI, we're out, 7 pound, on, get him, 75, 75, on, get him, 75, 8 pound, on, get him, 85, on, get him, 85, 9, 85, on, get him, 85, on, get him, 8 pound, 85, on, Raz in the lead, 8 pound, 85, on, get him, 85, feet on, get him, 5, 85, on, 99, on, get him, 95, on, get him, 95, internet, you didn't make it, 95, on, get him, 95, on, get him, 9 pound, 95, about you're out, 95, on, 10 pound, on, get him, 10, 10, 10, on, get him, 10 pound, on, get him, 10, heat on, get him, 10, 9,510, on, get him, Alex, go ahead and do it, your kind, 10 pound, on, get him, 10, 10, 5, 10, 5, on, get him, Matt, 10, 5, on, get him, 10, 5, heat on, get him, 10, 5, on, get him, match, you gotta be 10, 5, 10, 5, on, get him, 10, 5, on, get him, match, you're out, 10, 5, on, get him, now 11, on, get him, 10, 5, 11, 11 pound, on, get him, 10, 5, 11, on, get him, 10, 5, 11, and now heat on, down 5, on, get him, Matt, 11, 5, 11, 5, on, get him, 11, 5, on, get him, 8, on, get him, Matt, go ahead and do it, now 12, on, get him, 12, 11, 5, 12, 12 pound, on, get him, 12, 11, 5, 12, 11, 5, 12 pound, on, get him, he's your kind, on, get him, 12 pound daughter, on, get him, 12, now 5, on, get him, did he, 12, 5, 7 and a half. On, get him, 7 and a half, 12, on, get him, match, you gotta be 12 pound, now I got 11, 7, 50, you gotta be 12 pound, Matt, on, get him, 12, he don't get a 12, 11, 7 and a half, 12, on, get him, 12, 12, 12, on, get him, yes, yes, on, get him, 12, he don't get him, 12, 12, 12, he don't get him, 12, he don't 12, sold him, 11,750. 402.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to lot 21. Turn to lot 21, and here's a bull again, a Hindsight son out of the great Meyer RCC Hindsight. Goes back to the 2020 Dixie Erica 6105 cow, and out of a great Broker 1019, another full sister to the great Eleanor. So here's another Broker granddaughter a grandson. Again, you want to put power in these semis. Here's a half blood, half on half semi bull. It'll put power and look. I love this bull. 40 centimeter scrotal on this bull too. But look at the top, the power, the foot, and the great hind leg and the skeleton this bull's got. Lot 21.
Whoop, here, on to get a Hindsight here, fellas. On to get a 5,055, on to get him 4,500, 5 pound, on to get him 5 pound, on the internet's in the lead, 4,500, 5 pound daughter, on to get him 45, 5, here, on to get a 55, 55, on to get him 55, on to get 6 pound, on to get 6 pound, on to get now 5, on to get a 5, 65, here, on to get 65, on Raz, you didn't make it 65, on to get get a 5, down 7, down 5, he done 75, and lane 75, on, get a 75, he done get a 75, on, get a now 5, and now wait, on, get a 8, Daniel, you got to be 8,000, on, get a 8 pound, on, get a 8 pound, on, get a Matt and Daniel, 85, on, get an 8,000, Daniel's in the lead, 8,000, 85, 8,500, on, get an 85, 9, on, get a 9, got to be 9, on, get a down, get a Daniel, got to be 9, on, get an 85, 9, 8,509, on, get a 9, 9, 9, on, get a 9, he don't get a Daniel round 9,000, on, get a 85, 9, he don't get a 9 pound, on, get a 85, 9, he don't 9, sold him 8,500 up top. 317's about.
Okay, turn to lot 33, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in the ring here is our first opportunity to buy a purebred Angus bull, and a bull that's out of the popular SAV renovation. If you talk about an Angus bull that'll truly put some power and some muscle and performance into him, again, back out of a great new addition female, came out of the Griswold program that Brett bought here a few years ago. That female is one of the truly best cows in the Griswold Angus program, and here's a bull again. His grandmother is absolutely one of the best-looking cows in this program. He'll put look, he'll put pounds, and he'll put feet and legs in them. Lot 33.
New addition. Go here. Don, get him, get 4,500, 5,500. Don, get him, 45,500. 4,505. On, get him, 5,500. On, get him, 45,500. On, get him, 5,000. On, get him, 4,000, 45. Let's go. Don, get 45. 4,000, 45. On, get him, 45. Now 5. On, get him, now 5. On, get him, 5,000, 55. On, get him, 5. And 5,000, 55. On, get him, 5,500. On, get him, 55, on, get 5,000, 55, on, get 5,000, 55, and 5,000, 2.5, on, get 2.5, on, get Raz's way, 52.5, on, get 5,000, 2.5, on, get 2.5, and 52.5, on, get now 5, on, get 55, and 52.5, 55, on, get 5, on, get 55, on, get 55, get 5, on, get 2.5, I sold them 52.50, Austin's way. 397.
Here's his full brother, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the bull, lot 34. Full brother to the lot 33 bull. Again, a renovation out of the great new addition Dixie Erica 62 620C. You like them chubby. You like them chunky. You like a bunch of muscle and a big top. Here's lot 34.
4,005. He don't get 4,500. On, get 45. On, get 4,045 and 4,045. On, get 45. On, get 45. On, get 4,045. On, get gotta be 5 and 45. On, get how about 2.5? On, get 2.5. On, get 4,000, 2.5. On, get now 5. On, get 45 and 45. On, get 5. On, get 45. You don't get 2.5. 5. On, get 5. You don't get 45 and 45. On, get 42.5. 5. You don't get 45. On, get 45. On, get 2.5. 5 and 45. On, get what's that? On, get 45. On, get 2.5. 5. All in, all done. My way, boys. 45. On, get 2.5. 5. You don't get 45. You don't 5. You don't 7.5 and 47.5. On, get now 5. On, get now 52.5. On, get 52.5 and 52.5. On, get 5,000, 2.5. On, get 2.5. On, get 2.5 and 52.5. On, get all in, all done. On, get 52.5. On, get
full brother, the last one.
52.5. On, get 2.5. He don't get 2.5 and 52.5. On, get he don't get Jake's weight. On, get he don't get 2.5. Sold him $5,000. Jakey's weight.
265.
265.
Okay, go to lot 17, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, here's a Husker son. Of course, this bull, if you like a little bit more frame and stretch on a set of calves, you're going to absolutely love the way this bull's built. For a bull that's got this much performance, this much power, he's got a big old hip, an awesome foot. And you talk about puppy dog gentle disposition. You don't want your bulls tearing up all your stuff at home. Here's a bull that'll absolutely lick the sleeve off your jacket. A bull, and I mean, but he's good from the ground up, and he will put frame and stretch and power in a set of calves. Lot 17.
17's the bull to buy. He's a Husker. On, get 5,055. On, get 5,055. And now 6. On, get 6,000. On, get 5. On, get 7. On, get 75. On, get 75. 8. On, get 85. On, get 85. 9. 85. 9. On, get 9. 9. 9. On, get 85. 9. On, get 85. 9. On, get 85. 9. 85. 9. On, get 9 pound. On, get how about you? Don't get 9. He don't get Austin's in the lead. 85. 9. On, get 85. 9. On, get 85. 7.5. 87.5. On, get 7 on, get 85, 7.5. On, get 85, 7.5. All in, all done. On, get 85, 7.5. Sold them 8,500. Austin's way. 313 match. You didn't
All right,
go, be a little quicker, please.
Go to lot 18, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a 5/8 bull. Great Baldy bull coming in here. Another County O son out of the Great Blossom cow family. Of course, that goes back to the Great 514R, a built right female. But you talk about a bull here. Again, a flush mate to the lot 89 female we're selling, and a maternal sib to the lot 19 bull that we're going to sell here in a little bit. Guys, this cow families, I can't tell you enough how strong these cow families are, and you want to buy your herd bull out of great cows. Here's a bull out of a great cow.
Lot 18's a County O built right. Go here, Don. Get 5,000, 2.5 on. Get now 5 on. Get 55, 7.5, 57.5 on. Get a 6 pound dollar on. Get 2.5 on. Get 2.5 on. 5 on. Get 5. Get now 7.5 on. Get 7.5. Get now 7. A 7 pound dollar on. Get 67.5, 7 on. Get 7 pound on. Get 7 on. Get 7. 67.5, 7 pound on. Get all on. Get 7 on. Get 67.5, 7. Now 2.5 on. Get 72.5. 72.5 on. Get now 5 on. Get 75 on. Get 5. 77.5 on. Get 5. 77.5. 77.5 pound on. Get 8 pound dollar on. Get 8 pound on. Get 8 pound on. Get 8 on. Get 8 on. Get 77.5, 8 on. Get all on. Get 8 here on. Get 8 here now. Wait here now. Wait. Sold him 77.50. 404, bid on a lot of good ones so far.
Okay, let's turn to lot 11, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in, another half-blood, another full brother of the bull we started the sale with. Full brother, another Sam out of the legendary 1019 female. Of course, that Nevermore 8138 was a great Raven son that goes back to that Winnie cow family from Express, a bull that put power and muscle in them, and that's why these cattle are so consistent. That cow is an absolute hammer and an owned son of the great 1019, back on the legendary Sam. Half-blood Scimitar, lot 11.
On lot 11, go here. He's a Sam 1019 on. Get 5,000, 2.5, 52.5 on. Get 52.5 on. Get 5 pound, 2.5 on. Get 2.5 on. Get 5 on. Get 55, 57.5 on. Get 6 heat on. Get 6 pound, 2.5 on. Get 62.5 on. Get 2.5, 6 pound, 2.5 on. Get 2.5 on. Get now 5 on. Get 5 heat on. Get 65, 65 on. Get 2.5, 5 on. 7.5 on. Get now 7 on. Get 7 pound on. Get 7 on. Get 7. 67.5, 7 on. Go on, buy that bull. 7 pound on. Get 7 on. Get 7. 67.5, 7 on. Get all day and all done on. Get 7 on. Get 7 on. Get 7. Sold them 67.50, 67.50. 396.
And here's another full brother. Here's lot 15 here, another half-blood semi-bull. A Sam out of a great Angus female 1019. You're going to love this calf too. Again, you can't tell them they're peas in a pod. Buy these full brothers. Make a great set of calves. Lot 15.
And 42.5 on. My way, boys. 45 on. 2.5 and 42.5, 45 on. Get 5 on. Get now 7.5 on. Get 45, 7.5 and 47.5 on. Get 45, 7.5 on. Get all in, all done on. Get 45, 7.5 and out here on. Get now 5 on. Get a feet on 47.5 and 47.5 pound on. Get 5 on. We're in the hallway. 47.5 pound on. Get 5 and 47.5 5 on. Get 5 feet on. Get 5 feet on. Get 47.5. Sold them 47.50. 279.
Okay, turn to lot 24, ladies and gentlemen. Here's an opportunity like none other. Hey, at Griswold Cattle, we believe in Steel Force more than anybody, maybe other than this guy right to my left. Here's a guy that still uses Steel Force every year on his cow herd because of the daughters they make. And here's a son, a 3/4 blood semi, strip-faced, awesome running gear, and you want to keep every daughter you'll get out of this bull. He'll make as good a cows as you can make, back on a great Pilgrim Anchor female that is absolutely one of the most striking, breathtaking cows in this program. Trust me, this bull's going to put a great look in your set of calves. They'll grow, and you'll want to keep every daughter. Lot 24.
Steel Force back to the 683R donor count there, Myers. Who you here? On. Get 5,000, 55 on. Get 6 on. Get now 5 on. get a 7 on, get a 7 now 5, 75, 8 on, get an 85 on, get an 85 on, get an 8 pound 85, 8 pound 85 on, get a pound 9 on, get a 9 pound on, get an 85 9 on, get a 9 on, get an 85 9, and 95 on, get a match, get a 95 on, get a 95 on, get a 95 on, 10 on, get a 10 pound on, get a 95 10, and 95 10 on, get a, you found a good one, 10 pound on, get a 10 95 10 on, get a 10 pound on, get a 10 heat on, get a 10, and 95 110 on, get a 10 heat on, get a 7 half 10 on, get a 10 match, got to be 10 pound on, get a 10 2 and a half, 10 2 and a half on, get a 2 and a half on, get a 2 and a half on, get a heat on, get a him, he likes him too, 10 2 and a half, and now 5 on, get a mat, 10 5 on, get a 10 5 on, get a mat, now 5, now 7 and a half, 10 7 and a half on, get a 10 5 7 and a half on, get a 10 7 and a half, 10 5 7 and a half on, get a 5 7 and a half on, get a 10 5 10 7 and a half on, get a 10 5 7 and a half, sold him 10 5, Matt, you win, buyer 659.
Tori, do you want to change something? Yep. Yep.
They're trying to get you turned down, Jakey.
Why do they try? Holy God.
Loud enough for me. Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2.
You can't crank me up loud enough, huh? I need to be louder than that auctioneer anyway.
1 2. Test 1 2. Okay.
All right, keep it up. I can talk all day. Trust me. Nice catch.
30's the bull here, boys.
I'm a little hot right now. Easy, son.
Razby, can you hear me? Okay. Everybody good? Okay.
I think you need to turn me down just a skosh, probably.
A lot.
Okay, that's better. Right there. That's perfect. Okay, turn to lot 30, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I'm going to tell you, when we were out in the pen, I've been out in these cattle, and as you all know, I'm loud. And I'm telling you, none of these bulls, right, not one of them acted up like this. This is how I acted the first time I went to town, too. All right, I had my head in the air just a little bit. I calmed down. He will, too. When you get him home, get him with cows, I'm telling you, there's no greater set of bulls from disposition side than what this guy raises. He hand feeds these things every day. He walks through them every day. I went with him the other day when we fed. I didn't do anything, but I was there to watch him do it. So I'm telling you, these cattle are calm as ever. Here, this bull just got a little worked up in here, but I'm telling you, again, a bull, again, a driving force son. Here's lot 30, half-blood semi, again, out of another broker cow. Guys, I cannot tell you how strong this broker bull is on the female side. I mean, we literally have 200 of these females, broker influence females in our program in Stillwater, and this guy has learned from John that you get as much broker in these things as you can, and they're going to absolutely be killer mamas. Here's a bull that's long-fronted, really super sound, and I mean will cover the ground for you and put pounds on your cattle. 1,300-pound yearling weight.
Going to get a lot 30 is a bull to buy, driving force broker. Go here, on. Get a 4,500, $5 on. Get a 45 on. Get a 45 at 45 on. Get a 55 on. Get a 6 out on. Get a 55 6 on. Get a 55 6 on. Get a 55 6 at 55 6 here on. Get a that's better on. Get a 65 on. Get a 6 out on. Get a 55 6 at 5,500 and 6 out on. Get Austin's way 55 6 on. Get all done on. Get a 6 on 5 65 on. Get a 65 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 65 on. Get a he don't did it down pay down 7 at 7 pound now 5 on. Get a 75 get a 75 on. Get a 75 on. Get a 7 pound 75 7 pound 75 on. Get a how about you on. Get a 75 he don't get a 75 on. Get a 7 pound 5 he don't get a 7 pound 75 sold him $7,000 7,000 258's the buyer.
Right across the page is lot 32, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a 38 special. That bull did a great job for Brett and his program. He put muscle, he put pounds, and kept a look in him. Look how good this bull skeleton is. Big, round feet. Here's a bull again out of a 2020 new edition daughter out of the legendary 927K, the great OCC Juanita 927K, one of the most famous and one of the most prolific Angus females in the Angus breed, is his great grandmother. Here's a bull that'll leave a great set of daughters, plus put a great look into him. Had over 1,250-pound yearling weight, ladies and gentlemen, and just a 78-pound birth weight. Here's ones that calves will come easy and they'll hit the ground growing. Lot 32.
Appeared on 38 specials. The bull to buy, fellas. On to get a 2.5, 5 on 42.5, 45 on. Get a 7.5, 5 on. Get a 5 pound daughter on. Get a 5 pound daughter on. Get a now 52.5. On. Get a now 5 at 55, 7.5 on. Get a 6 pound on. Get a 2.5 on. Get a 2.5 and now 5 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 2.5 5 on. Get a 5 62.5, 65 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 65 on. Get a 2.5 5 62.5, 65 on. Get a 2.5 5 on. Get a 2.5 5 on. Get a 5 on. 2.5 5 sold him 62.50 upstairs. 306.
Turn to lot 16, ladies and gentlemen. It's half-blood semi-time again. Here's a Husker son. Husker, of course, did a great job in the Griswold program. We've sold a lot of semen on that bull across the country. Raised by my good friend Kelvin Jorgensen sitting up here. A great profit out of a reverse cowgirl female, and goes back to a great lookout, 70-24, 10-19. Again, you're going to hear me say that all day long, but the power and the presence of this 10-19 cow in this program is unmatched, and that's why you see the power, the consistency. 78-pound birth weight, over 1,200 on his yearling weight, guys. Here's a bull with power and look, lot 16.
Wrong bull?
No, it's him. You just need him out. Do I need to show you how to do this? Kitty, 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 kitty. Get your pants dirty. Yeah, I don't want to get my pants dirty. Go on, bud. Go on. Go on. There he goes. Again, this is 16 again. Here's the Husker. Husker son out of a Lookout 10-19. Absolutely killer from the ground up. This bull's got a great skeleton, big top, big, huge hip, and a wide pin set. Maybe as good a pin set as any bull in the sale. Here's lot 16, half-blood semi.
All right there, on 16's a Husker, fellas. Go here, on. Get a 2.5 5 on 42.5 5. On. Get a 7 8 on 42.5 5 and 45 on. Get a 2.5 5 on. Get a 2.5 5 on. Get a 4,250 and 4,002.5 on. Get a 42.5 on. Get a 4,002.5 on. Get a 2.5 and 4,002.5 on. Get a now 5 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 45 7.5 and 47.5 5 on. Get a 5 pound on. Get an Austin online round 5,000 on. Get a 5,000 on. Get a 47.5 5 on. Get a 8 on. Get a 5 and 47.5 5 on. Get a now 2.5 on. Get a 47.5 5 on. Get a 5 on 47.5 5.
Better bull here, guys. Pay attention.
Austin's in the lead, 47.5 5 and 5,000 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 47.5 5 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 45 on. Get a 7.5 5 heat on. Get a 47.5 5. Sold him 47.50 online. Buyer 613.
Okay, turn to lot 8, ladies and gentlemen. Turn to lot 8. Here's another bull, another County O, ladies and gentlemen, out of the great Aspen female. Of course, Aspen was an upgrade out of the great 10-19, an upgrade 10-19, a cow that's probably produced more dollars of livestock sold out of your program. She's probably the one high dollar producing daughter of 10-19. A great baldy bull. He's got a little chrome on him, but under that hide and under that color is a big top, a big awesome skeleton. And look at the foot size and the shape on this bull. You're going to love this 3/4 bud bull. County O out of the great Aspen.
Right here, lot 8's a bull to bind on. Get a 42.5, 45 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 2.5 5 on. Get a 40 on. Get a 2.5 5 and 45 on. Get a now 7.5 on. Get a 45 7.5 on. Get a 5 pound on. Get a 5 heat on. Get a 5 pound on. Get a 5 and 47.5 5 52.5 on. Get a internet 59.5 on. Get a 55 6 on. Get a 65 on. Get a heat on. Get a 65 6 pound 65 on. Get a 65 on 7 on. Get a 7 on. Get a 7 pound on. Get a 7 65 7 on. Mark Route 7 pound on. Get a 7 on. Get a 65 7 on. Get a 7 7 7 on. Get a 7 on. Get an Austin's in the lead on. Get a 65 7 65 7 on. Get a 61 on. Get a 7 7 7 on. Get a 7 on. Get a 7. So now 72.5, 72.5. Just about had him home. 72.5 on. Get a 7 pound 2.5 on. Get a 2.5. 72.5 on. Get him. What's that?
67.5. 7,000. So I got 67.50. You got to be $7,000. 7,000. 7,000. Buy that bulb. Now 2.5. New man. 72.5. 72.5. I want to get him to get 2.5. I want to get him to get 7 pound 2.5. I want to get him to get 2.5. I want to get him to get 2.5. 72.5. I want to get him to get 7 pound 2.5. Yes or yes. I want to get him to get 72.5. I want to get him to get now 5. 75. I want to get him to get 5. He's up there 2.5. 5. 75. On 77.5. I want to get him to get 77.5. I want to get him to get 75. 77.5. 77.5. Buy that boot on 77.5. I want to get him to get 75. 77.5. Sold him 7,500. 7,500. 258.
Turn to lot 14, ladies and gentlemen. 14, an own son. Again, here's one of the Sam sons, another full brother with 10, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, all these full brothers. Here's a bull again that I loved him. Probably should have had him up a little higher. A bull with a tremendous big square hip in him. Look how long that bull's hip is. Here's a Sam 1019, 78-pound birth weight.
42.5, 45. I want to get a 45. I want to get a 45. I want to get a 42.5, 45. I want to get a 5. I want to get a 45. I want to get a 45. 42.5, 45. I want to get a 5. 7.5. I want to get a 45. 7.5. I want to get an instant lead, boys. 45. 7.5. 47.5. I want to get a 45. 7.5. I want to get a 45. 7.5. Now 5. I want to get an Aaron, you got to be 5,000. I want to get a 47.5. 47.5. 5,000. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a now 5. 55. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a 5,000 online. 5,000 now 5. 55 on Aaron. 55. I want to get him now 6. I want to get a 65. I want to get a 7. I want to get a 7. 7. I want to get a 5. He don't get a 75. 8,000. I want to get an 85. I want to get an 85. I want to get a 99. I want to get a 95. I want to get a 95. He don't get a 95. 9,000. 95. I want to get a 95. I want to get a 95. I want to get a Raz and lead 995. I want to get a 95. I want to get a 9,000. 95. I want to get a 95. He don't get a 9,000. 95. Sold him $9,000. 9,000. 402.
Don't worry, guys. Here's another full brother. Here's a Sam 1019. Big scrotal, moderate on his birth, and a big weaning weight, yearling weight, guys. Full brother Sam 1019.
5,000, 2.5. I want to get a 52.5. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a 5 pound 2.5. I want to get a full brother. I want to get a 52.5. 5 pound 2.5. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a 5 pound 2.5. I want to get a 5,250. I want to get a 5 pound. He don't get a now 5. 55. I want to get a 55. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a 55. 52.5. 55 on Daniel's in the lead. 52.5. 5,500. I want to get a 2.5. 55. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get an all in, all done. 55. I want to get a 2.5. He on 52.5. 55. Sold him 52.50 online 660.
Turn to lot 19, ladies and gentlemen. Turn to lot 19. Here's another bull I had a lot of marks on. Look at my star-headed baldy bull coming in here. Here's a bull out of Jack J11. He was a Pays to Believe Delilah. A Delilah, another broker Aspen female out of the Great Blossom cow family. Of course, Blossom's also the dam of the red lot 89 cow we're going to sell to you here shortly. A cow that I love, that red-hided female in the back here. Here's a maternal brother to that red female. Here's the those are the kind of females this bull's going to produce. 5'8" semi. Again, a bull with big performance and a deep body.
19, 5,000, 2.5. I want to get a 52.5. I want to get a 5 pound 2.5. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a 5 pound 2.5. He don't get a 52.5. 5 pound 2.5. I want to get a 52.5. I want to get a 45. 7.5. 4,500. 7.5. I want to get a now 5. I want to get a 2.5. I want to get a 5. I want to get a 55. I want to get a 5 pound. 7.5. I want to get a 57.5. 57.5. I want to get a 57.5. I want to get a 55. 7.5. 55. 7.5. I want to get a 55. 7.5. I want to get a 5,500. 7.5. I want to get it all in, all done. 55. 7.5. He don't get a now 6. I want to get a 6,000. I want to get a 6,000. I want to get a now 2.5. 62.5. I want to get a now 5. I want to get a 5. He don't get a 65. I want to get a 65. On 7.5. I want to get a 7.5. 65. 7.5. I want to get a 5. 7.5. He don't 65. 7.5. I want to get a 5. 7.5. Sold him 6,500. 6,500. 361 buys.
Okay, folks, turn to lot 22. Here's a bull again, guys. I love this bull. You'll never forget this bull. He's got that great birthmark right up on his right shoulder. A bull, again, that's a driving force, son. Driving force has absolutely put the power and the body in these bulls for Brett. And out of a great loaded up female that goes back to a final answer cow. You talk about a bull that's got a big foot, a big deep rib cage, and a big square hip. You're going to love this bull, and I mean the performance he'll put in a set of calves. They'll grow on sunshine and air. Here's lot 22, great half blood, a driving force son.
All right, here driving force here. On to get 4,500, 7.5. On to get 5 pound. On to get 45, 7.5. On to get 45, 7.5. And now 5. On to get 5 pound, 2.5. On to get 52.5. 5. On to get 7.5. On to get 57.5. On to get 6 out. On to get Daniel. You got to be 6. On to get 55. 6 out. Now 5. On to get 5. On to get 65. On to get how about 2.5? 62.5. On to get now 5. On to get Daniel 65. On to get pound. Daniel 65. I want to get a 5. 62.5. 65. I want to get a 5. On Daniel Round 65. I want to get a 2.5. 5. I want to get a pound. Pete on to get a 2.5. 5. I want to get a 5. 62.5. 5. All in, all done. 62.5. Pound. Pete on to get a 5. Sold him 62.50 up top. 306.
Okay, go to lot 23, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, for those of you that have been paying attention to what's going on in the Angus business, this external law, this Blair's external law bull is absolutely lighting it up across the country for his females. And here, the great-grandmother of this bull is the only full sister to the dam of external law, the great Duff Napoleon. His great-grandmother, the great Duff 443 Merle 808, is the only full sister to the great external law. There's power in the blood. The females out of this bull will be tremendous. Here's a 3/4 blood semi-bull with a powerful Angus pedigree to back him up. Lot 23.
You'll like him, fellas. On the females out of him will be absolutely tremendous for you. Lot 23. On to get a 45, 7.5, 4,500, 7.5. On to get a 4,500, 7.5. On to get a 4,500, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5, 4,500, 7.5. On to get a 4,250, not 5. On to get a 45. 45. On to get a 2.5. 45. On to get a 5. On to get a 2.5. On to get a
better bull here, guys. Pay attention.
45. On to get a 5. On to get a 45. Get a 2.5. On to get an Austin's way. 2.5. 7.5. On Austin. Now you're out. 47.5. 47.5. On 5 pound. On to get a Mark 5. On to get a 5 pound. On to get a pound. On to get a 5. On to get a Mark. You got to be 5. Now 2.5. On to get a Corey's in the lead. 5,250. 5 pound. 2.5. On to get an internet's in. 5,250. On to get a Mark around 52.5. I want to get a 5 pound 2.5. I want to get a 5,250. I want to get a 5,250. Sold him 5,000. Corey wins. Headed Indiana 692.
Turn to lot 28, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we're going to a Get Paid son. Of course, Get Paid, another bull that probably hasn't been used enough in this program. A bull, again, tremendous in his skeleton. You talk about a bull that'll cover ground and breed those cows. Here's a Get Paid son out of a great bankroll female. 3/4 blood semi. Awesome in his structure. 42 scrotal and a big wing weight. Lot 28.
On to get a 4,500, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. 4,500, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 45. 42.5, 45. On to get a 5, 5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. 4,500, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. On to get a all in, all done. 42.5, 45, 7.5. He done 45. Down 5. He on to get a 5. And 5 pound dollar. On to get a 5 pound. On to get a 5 pound. On to get a 5 pound. On to get a now 2.5. 52.5. On to get a 52.5. On Austin, we're out 52.5. 52.5. On to get a 5 pound. 2.5. On to get a 2.5. 5. And did you 52.5? He don't get a 52.5. He don't get a 5 pound. 2.5. He don't get a 5,250. Sold at $5,000. Raz's way. 382.
And go to lot 26, right to the top of that page, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a Fleetwood Max son out of a maternal-made cow. Here's a 3/4 blood semi with a touch of mane in there for some power, some muscle, and some absolute look. I love this bull. Long-bodied, long skeleton, really tall fronted, a bull that's very proud, but a bull that'll put pounds and look in a set of calves.
26, the bull to buy the Fleetwood here. I got 4,500, 7.5 on. 45, 7.5 on. Hooked up, boys. We're gone. 45, 7.5 and 45, 7.5 on. 45, 7.5 on. Now 5 on. $5 down. Get a 5. He don't get a 5. 47.5 5 on. Get a 5 pound on. Get a 47.5 5 on. Get a pump. He don't get a 5 pound on. Get a 47.
Talk about a look. He'll put in a set of calves.
2.5 on. Get a 2.5 on. Get a 52.5 on. 5 on. Get a 50 bump. Get a 5. 55 on. Get a 5 on. Get a now 7.5 on. Get a 57.5 on. Get a 55 7.5. 55 7.5 on. Get a top row round 57.5 on. Get a 55 7.5 on. Get a 5 7.5 on. Get a 55 7.5. You don't get a 55 7.5. Sold him 5,500. 5,500. 262 buys.
Turn to lot 29. Flip the page over to lot 29. Here's a bull that I had a lot of marks on. I love these Shocker Sons. We get into these yearling bulls. We're going to walk a couple of these Shocker Sons to you. They're going to blow you away how good they are. These 2-year-olds are just as good. They're soft-middled. They're big-bodied. They've got a big, big rib cage in them. They're going to put body and power in a set of daughters, but more importantly, their male calves will mash the scales down. Here's a Shocker out of a great 10-speed Angus bred female. Here's a 3/8 blood semi with a big scrotal and a lot of luck.
Look at the Shocker here. On to get 42.5, 45 on. Get 5 on. Get 45 on. Get 7.5 on. Get 41. Get 45 7.5 4,500 7.5 on. Get 47.5 on. Get 47.5. He don't get 4,500 on 7.5. He don't. Randy's in the lead in Oklahoma. 45 7.5 and 47.5 on. Get internet's in 45 7.5 on. Randy, you're not in Oklahoma. 45 7.5 on. Get 45 7.5 and 47.5 on. Get 47.5. He don't get it all in, all done. 45 7.5 on 5 on. Get a 5. He don't get a Randy. We got to be 5 on. Get a 5. He don't CCI. It's got to be 5. And Randy Rasby's in the lead. 47.5. 5,000. And there's too many Randys. 47.5. He don't get a 5,000 on. Randy online. Got to be 5 on. He don't get a 5. And 47.5 5 on. Get Randy online. Got to be 5. Now 2.5. And 52.5 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 7.5 on. Get a 6 on. Get a 2.5. He don't get a 2.5. 62.5 on. Get a 6 on. 2.5 on. Get a 2.5 on. Get a 6 on. 2.5. He don't get a 6 on. 2.5. Sold him 6,000 in the hallway. 279 wins.
Turn to lot 27, ladies and gentlemen. You talk about a maternal powerhouse here. Here's an owned son of the great Fleetwood Mac, which is a son out of the great Richards Miss D71, a cow that's probably the top 1 or 2 cows in this program, a cow that doesn't miss every time, and this Fleetwood Mac is passing those genetics right along. Of course, D71 was a new addition daughter. These new addition daughters, as you well know, some of the best producing Angus cows in America. Out of the great Hazel, the Moore Hazel Uproar daughter, we sold a full sister. We sold this bull's mother last year in this sale. Went to Oregon and they clipped off her heifer calf. Been winning a lot of shows out of that pair that we sold. So guys, there's power in the blood here. The dam of this bull is absolutely leading the program in Oregon. Here's a bull that can go into your program and lead your program.
Lot 27, the bull divide on. You're going to get a 5,000, 250 on. You're going to get a 5,000, 2.5 on. You're going to get a 52.5 on. You're going to get a 5,000, 2.5 on. You're going to get a 5,000, 2.5 on. You're going to get a 2.5, 52.5 on. You're going to get a he don't get a 42.5, 45 on. You're going to get a 5. He don't get a 45 on. You're going to get a 2.5, 42.5, 45 on. You're going to get a 5, 7.5 on. You're going to get a he on 5 pound on. You're going to get a 2.5 on. You're going to get a 2.5 on. You're going to get a he don't get a 5 pound 2.5, 52.5 on. You're going to get a 2.5 on. You're going to get a 5 pound 2.5. You don't get a 2.5. You don't get a 5,000, 250 and 5,000, 2.5 on. You're going to get all in, all done. 5,000, 2.5. You don't get a he on 5,000, 2.5. Sold at $5,000, 5,000. Put it on buyer number 259.
Flip to the front of your book, ladies and gentlemen. Turn to page 7 and lot 7. Here's another County O, ladies and gentlemen. A solid black bull out of the great Aspen A1347. Again, an upgrade, 1019 again. The power in the blood here. This cow just keeps oozing into these bulls and into this genetics all the way through this program. taken grandson home of 1019 out of the Great County O. 3/4 blood semi with a 43 scrotal. Lot 7.
On lot 7's a bull right here. On get a 2.5, 5. You don't get a 45. On get a 45. Get a 45. 42.5, 45. On get a 5. On get a 2.5, 5. On get a 45. On get a 2. On get a 42.5, 45. 42.5, 45. On get a 5. On get a 45. On get a 4,250. And 4,2.5. On get a 4,2.5. You don't get a 4,250. Don't get a 4,2.5. And 4,2.5. You don't get a 3,500, 7.5. 4,000 on 2.5. You don't get a now 5. You don't 45. And 42.5, 45. On get a 5. On get a 45. On get a 2.5. And 42.5, 45. On get a 5. You don't get a 45. On get a 5. You don't get a 45. Yes or yes. On get a 45. Razz away. 45. You don't get a 45. You don't get a 45. You don't find sold them 42.50. 42.50. 310's winner.
All right, turn to lot 3, ladies and gentlemen, all the way to the front of your book. Turn to page 5. Here's another dynamo. These dynamo cattle, I love the body, the performance, the power, and the mass in these cattle. But more importantly, there's maternal sibs to this bull in lot 42, that absolute killer Samson that we're going to bring to you here a little bit. One of my favorite bulls in the whole sale is a maternal brother to this absolute big-bodied, big-footed bull. Dynamo out of the Great Fantasy 1826.
Dynamo pays to believe. Go here. Don't get 5,250 and 5,2.5. You don't get 5,2.5. You don't get 2.5. You don't get 42.5. 45. On get 45. On get 2.5. And 45. On get 2.5. On get 45. On get 42.5. 45. On get 3,500. 7.5. On get 35. 7.5. And now forward on 42.5. On get 2.5. You don't get 2.5. And 4,2.5. On get 2.5. You don't get 4,2.5. You don't get 2.5. You don't get 4,2.5. You don't yes on get all in all down. Don't get Austin's in the lead 4,2.5 and 42.5. You don't get 2.5. Sold them $4,000. 4,252.
Okay, turn to lot 9, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a great treat. You talk about an absolute powerhouse of a bull, but here's the own natural son, a natural calf out of the great Aspen 1347, guys. An own natural calf. She raised this bull. An own Fleetwood Mac. Again, you're lining up two of the best cow families, the most productive cow families in this program in the D71, the 1019, and as a result, Aspen 1347. You talk about power in the blood, a maternal package like none other. This is what the Richards Cattle Company's about. The daughters, the sons will put weight on them, but the daughters will be the best cows you own.
Lot 9. Here, lot 9. On get 42.5, 45. On get 45. On get 2.5, 5. On get 2.5, 5. On get 2.5, 5. And 42.5, 45. On get 5. On get 45. On get 2.5, 5. On get 3,500, 7.5. On get now forward. On get Randy down 2.5. And 42.5, 5. On get 40. On get 2.5, 5. On get 2.5, 5. And 45. On get 5. On get 2.5. You don't get a seat on 45, 7.5. And 47.5. On get your internet's in the lead 4,500, 7.5. On get 45, 7.5. And 45, 7.5. On get 45, 7.5. On get all in, all done. On 45, 7.5. 45, 7.5. Sold them 4,500. Mark wins. Buyer 642. Headed Indiana.
Okay, all you heifer safe buyers, you guys looking for bulls to run behind your heifers, I'm going to bring 3 of them to you here in a row. You guys better get in when you can. If you can buy heifer safe or heifer safe bulls that look like this and will put pounds and weight on a set of calves and still come into the earth at a moderate weight, you better grab these bulls when you can. Here's lot 36 bull, 76-pound birth weight. Here's a bull with power and look, big feet, and awesome skeleton. Here's a Heartland son out of the Great Meyer Heartland out of a Jet Fleck, Miss Fleck, Jetstream cow. They are bred to do it here, guys. Power with cavities to burn. Lot 36.
Right here, 36. The bull to buy, fellas. On get 4,500, 7.5. And 4,500, 7.5. On get 45, 7.5. On get 47.5. On get 45, 7.5. And 4,500, 7.5. On get 47.5. On get 2.5, 5. You don't get 2.5, 5. You don't 45. Did you don't get 45? And 45. On get 7.5. On get 5 pound on to get 47.5 5 and 47.5 5 on to get I'm up top 47.5 5 on to get 5 he don't get blue shirts in 47.5 5 and 47.5 5 on to get 5 on to get 45 on straight up on to get 47.5 5 and 47.5 5 on to get 5 he don't get all done on to get 5 sold him 47.50 buyer 326 326.
Go to lot 38, the bottom of the page. Here's a purebred Angus, guys. Here's a Noble son, a Colburn Noble. Goes back to the great Donna cow family. And on the bottom side, goes back to the legendary Coleman Rita family. When you can take these two cow families and blend them into a Cavanese 65-pound birth weight bull that nearly had a yearling weight of almost 1,200 pounds, that's performance. That's Cavanese. You won't have a bunch of dinks when you get ready to wean those calves. They're going to have some weight, and you're going to have them coming early. Here's a purebred Angus, lot 38.
On 38, the Noble son. Go here. On to get 2.5 5. He don't get 45 and 42.5 45. On to get 5 5 on to get 2.5 5. On to get 45. On to get 2.5 5 and 42.5 45. On to get 5 5 on to get 40 feet on 45. On to get you talking to me? Money's on. We're gone. 42.5 45. On to get 5 5 on to get 45 and 42.5 45. On to get 7.5. On to get Frank 47.5 5 pound. On to get Daniel 47.5 5 and 47.5 5. On to get Daniel 5. On to get 5 pound on to get 5 52.5 you don't get 2.5 52.5 on to get 5 pound 2.5 you don't get 2.5 you don't get 5 pound 2.5 52.5 you don't get 5 pound 2.5 you don't get 2.5 you don't get 5 pound 2.5 you don't get all in all done 5 pound 2.5 you don't get 5 pound 2.5 sold him 5,000 online. Daniel, you win 660.
Okay, turn to lot 37, right above him, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a Rainfall. Here's another bull that what came into this earth at 75 pounds, weighed over 1,200 at a yearling, guys. Here's another commercial Angus, absolute Cavanese bull with a big top, awesome structure. I mean, sleep all night heifer bull here, ladies and gentlemen.
75 pound actual birth weight, lot 37. Go here. On to get 2.5 5 and 45. On to get 2.5 5. On to get 7.5. On to get 5. You don't get 5 pound dollar 2.5. On to get 2.5 5. You don't get 55. On to get 7.5. On to get 7.5. 6 pound. On to get 2.5. On to get now 5. On to get internet 65. 65. On to get 5 5. On to get now 5. You know 7.5. 67.5. Austin round 67.5. 7 pound. On to get Daniel 7. On to get 7. 7 on to get an out. Heat on 2.5 5. 75 on to get 2.5 5. On to get 77.5. On to get 77.5. 77.5 feet down. On to get 77.5. Daniel 77.5. On to get 77.5. You're now eating. You're on to get 2.5 5. 85 on to get 8 pound. 85 on to get 85. 99. 85 Daniel 9. On to get 9. On to get Daniel. You got to be 9. On to get 85 9. 85 9 on Austin's in the lead. 8,500 9,000. Daniel we're out 9,000. On to get 85 9. On to get 85 9. On to get 85 9 sold him 8,000 8,500 buyer number 315.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the best attribute that this guy's got. When you can sell your father-in-law a bull for 8,500, somebody's getting some stuff done right. Congratulations, buddy. Good luck at Christmas.
The only difference is that was Nevada's bull.
Sure it was. Daddy's girl. Daddy's girl. Okay, go to lot 35. Go to lot 35, guys. Here's a result of an embryo out of the legendary Coleman program. This cow that this bull's out of is truly one of the greatest cows out in Montana in that Coleman program. Here's a renovation, an SAV renovation son. Of course, the great son of renown out of a great resource. You can combine renown and resource out of that SAV program. You've got liquid gold right there, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a great, great bull, guys. A big, stout, powerful Angus bull will do a lot of good in your program. Lot 35.
All 35's the bull to buy, fellas. You can go here. On to get a 10 pound hunter who give 10. On to get a 5 pound 2.5. On to get a 5 pound 2.5. On to get a 52.5. On to get a 5 pound 2.5. On to get a 42.5 and 45. On to get a 45. On to get a 2.5 5. On to get a 45. On to get a pound paid. On to get a 45 and 45 7.5. On to get a 5 pound. On to get a 47.5 5. On to get a 47.5 5. On to get a 5 and 47.5 5. On to get a 5 5. On to get a Pete on to get a 47.5 5. On to get a pump. Pete on to get a 5 pound. On to get a yes, sir. I had Austin in the lead. Okay. 4,500, 7.5, 45, 7.5, 45, 7.5, on to get him, 45, 7.5, on to get him, lanes in the lead, 45, 7.5, on to get him, 45, 7.5, on to get him, 45, 7.5, heat on to get him all in, all done, 45, 7.5, sold him, 4,500, 4,500, put him on, 317.
Okay, folks, here's your last opportunity to buy one of these age advantage bulls. Here's lot 20. Here's a 3/4 blood semi. Here's a County O bull with a 48 scrotal, guys. You heard me right. 48 scrotal. You talk about fertile females. This bull will have them, guys. If you don't want them bred, don't turn them out with a bull. Back on one of the, my opinion, one of the legendary, the greatest Angus cows that ever walked the face of the earth, the great OCC Wineta 927K, and then, of course, his mother, his grandmother, the great 927 new edition daughter, the great 1534. Guys, there's power in the blood here. Maternal Angus power in this bull in a 3/4 blood Simmental package. What an opportunity.
Lot 20 is a bull to buy. Don, get him, 42.5, 45, on, get him, 5, 5, 5, 7.5, on, get him, 5, on, get him, 5 pound, 2.5, on, get him, 55, on, get him, 55, 55, 7.5, 6 down, 2.5, 60, the internet's in lead, 2.5, on, get him, 2.5, 6 down, 2.5, 5, on, get him, internet, 65, on, get him, 65, on, get him, Daniel, you got to be 65, 7, on, get him, Raspberry, 7 pound, on, get him, how about 67.5, 67.5, on, get him, 5, 7.5, on, get him, 5, 7.5, on, get him, 5, 7.5, 65, 7.5, on, get him, Daniel's in the lead, on, get him, 5, 7.5, on, get him, 5, 7.5, here, on, get him, 65, 7.5, sold him 6,500, put him on 660.
Okay, folks, as we get into these yearling bulls, I'm telling you, I say this every year, but this guy keeps bringing a better set of these yearling bulls every single year, and it's just a tribute to the power and the cow power that he's developing. This set of yearling bulls, guys, I'm from top to bottom, are as good as we've ever brought you, and we're going to start with this Lot 43 bull. Of course, Mastermind was a bull that Brett purchased in the Griswold Grass to Grid program here a couple years ago. He's a relentless out of a great loaded up Boots, which is a great broker daughter that's headlighting our program. Back on another broker, Aspen female. Guys, I'm telling you, the cow power in this program with 8543, the great 9B black satin female, and 1019. Guys, you cannot line up a maternal pedigree better than this Lot 43 Mastermind son. Guys, I love what this bull's doing for Brett. Here's a chance for you to put the power and look into your program. Lot 43. Awesome bull, guys. Get a hold, and he'll put the pounds in.
43, the Mastermind, and go here. Don, get him, get a 10 pound dollar. Don, get him, get a who give 10? On, get him, 5,000, 55, and 5 pound 55. On, get him, get a 55. On, get him, get a 5 pound 55. On, get him, get a 5 pound 55. On, get him, get a 55. On, get him, get a 5 pound 55. And 5 pound 55, 6. On, get him, get a 65. On, get him, get a 65. On, get him, get a 6. He don't get a 55. At 55, Austin lead 55. 6, you don't get a 6 out, on, get a 55, 55, 6, you don't get a Clay route, you gotta be 6, on, get a 6 out, on, get a 55, 6, you don't get a all in, all done, on, get a 55, 6, you don't get a 55, 6, sold him 5,500, 5,500. 317.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, flip over a page to Lot 39. Here's an absolute hammer of a bull, I think. This Dynamo bull has worked so good in this program, but when you study and analyze this Dynamo, son, I'm telling you, look at the hip. Look how square built this bull is from the ground up. The wild neck set comes out the top of that blade, and when you get on top of this bull, he has got a ridge down his back like a Duroc hog. There's muscle in this bull. He's sound at the ground, and he'll give a hell of a look to a set of calves. A 3/4 blood semi-bull that'll absolutely make a difference in your program out of truly one of the great young cows in this program, the great Fantasy 1826.
39's a bull to buy, fellas. The Dynamo pays to believe. Go ahead. On to come back to the auction here, fellas. On to get a 15 pound. On to get a 5, 6 out. On to get a 5, 6. On to get a 5 pound 55, 55, 6. On to get a 65 on, get 65 on, get 7 on, get 75 8 on, get 85 on, get 85 9 95 on, get 95 on, get 95 10 on, get 10 10 10 on, get 95 10 95 110 on, get 10 10 10 on, get 10 pound on, get 95 10 95 110 pound on, get 10 10 10 on, get 10 now 5 10 5 on, get 10 5 on, get 10 5 on, get 10 pound 5 10 pound 5 on lanes in 10,500 10 5 on, get 10 5 on, get 10 10 5 on, get 10 pound 500 on, get all in all done on, get 10 5 on, get 10 5 here on, get 10,000 10 5 on, get 10 pound 5 sold him $10,000 up top, put him on buyer number 317 buying the goods.
Okay, folks, turn to lot 42. I'm not embarrassed to tell you, I've always got my favorite in a sale. Here's my favorite bull in the wholesale. Guys, here's a Samson that goes back again to that great 1826 cow family. The great 1826, the maternal brother to the bull we just sold you. Now, you study this pedigree. When you go back and look at the bottom side of that pedigree, that DRC 507 is the dam of 1019. The great Aspinado 6 is a new addition out of that cow, and hits his grandmother. There's no greater cow families again in this pedigree than this bull packs. And a bull with look, a bull with awesome feet and legs, and a big bold rib cage and extra shot of muscle. Here's a bull, ladies and gentlemen. It's another changer in your program, lot 42.
On 42 is a bull to buy, fellas. On to get who give 15 pound. On to get 15 pound. On to get 5 6 out. On to get 6 7 8. On to get 8 pound 9. On to get 10. On to get 10 5. You don't get 10 5. 10 10 5. On to get 10 5. On to get 10 10 5. On to get 10 5. You don't get 10 pound 5. 10 pound 500. On to get 10 5. On to get 10 5. On to get 10 5. 10 10 5. On to get 10 5 on to get 10 5 10 pound 500 on to get 10 5 on Jakey's in the lead, fellas. 10,500 and 10 5 on to get 9,500 10 and 95 10 on to get 10 pound 100 on to get 10 heat on to get 95 10 on to get 10 10 10 on to get 9,500 10 pound and 10 pound on to get all in all done on to get 10 10 10 10 on to get 95 10 sold him 9,500 9,500 266 going on order.
Okay, go to lot 44, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a bull again that I had a lot of marks on. A bull I think is a changer. Another shocker son that goes back to the great Lookout 1019. When you start looking at this bull's pedigree, you see 507, you see 1019, you see the great She's a Star 803. Guys, there's no greater set of maternal cows in this bull's pedigree than the great 44. A 3/8 blood semi, baldy, super sound, big-bodied, and square-made. Here's lot 44.
On 44 is a shocker, fellas. On to get go here. On to get a 10 pound dollar. Who give 10? On to get a 10 pound. On to get a 5 6. On to get a 65. On to get a 65 7. On to get a 75. On to get a 75. On to get a 75 8. On to get a 8 8 8. On to get a 75 8. 7,500 8 pound. On to get an 8 8 85. On to get an 85. On to get an 85. On to get an 85. 85. On to get a 9 pound. On to get a 9 9 9. On to get an 85 9. On to get an 85 9. On to get a lane. You got to be 995 and 95. On to get 95 10. On to get a 10 pound dollar. On to get a 10 10 10. Got to be 10 9,500 and 10. On to get a 10 10 10 10 5. On to get a 10 5. On to get a 10 5. And now 11. On to get a 10 5 11. On to get a 10 5 11. On to get a 10 5 11. 10 5 11. On to get buy that bull on 10 5 11. 11 pound. On to get a 10 5 11. On to get a lamb 5 on 11 5. 11 5. On to get 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 hit on 7.5 5. 11 2.5 5. On to get a pound 11 2.5 5. On to get 11 5. On 2.5 5. 11 2.5 11 5. On to get a pound 5. On to get 2.5 5 7.5. 11 7.5. On to get a lead. On to get 11 7.5 12. On to get a 12 got to be 12. On to get a 12. He don't get a 12. 11 7.5 12 2.5. On to get a 12 2.5. He don't get a 12 2.5. 12 2.5. On to get a now 5. On to get a 12 5. On to get a 5. 12 5. On to get a pound 5. On to get a seat on 7.5. On to get a 12 5 7.5. 12 5 7.5. On to get a 12 7.5. We don't get right up here on 12 7.5. On to get a 12 5 7.5. 12 7.5. On to get one more do it on 12 5 7.5. 12 5 7.5. 13 pound. On to get a 13 pound. On to get I won't ask again. Razzie on 13 pound. On to get a 3. On to get a 13. 12 7.5. 13. On to get a you can. On to get a lane. You're out 13 2.5. 13 2.5. On to get a 2.5. On to get a 2.5. 13 2.5. On to get a 2.5. 13 250. 13, 2.5. On to get him to get it. 13, 2.5. On to get him to get it. 2.5. On to get him to get it. What's he say? 13, 2.5. 13, 250. On to get it. Now 5. On to get him to get it. He don't get it. 13, 5. On to get him to get it. 13, 5. 13, 5. On to get him to get it. 13, 5. Sold him. 13, 250. $274.
Hey, let's go to lot 47, guys. We're going to switch in your sale order here real quick, okay? We're going to switch in your sale order. Here's lot 47, a maternal brother to that great lot 44 bull that we just sold, and that, of course, that was Jace's favorite bull, and of all the bulls, and his family just bought that bull. Guys, congratulations. Here's lot 47, a maternal brother to the lot 44 bull that we just sold. Another maternal out of Bank On. Of course, Bank On the bankroll out of the world-famous Miss Sequoia Y770Y, the great red cow working for Clint Nielsen out in Gordon, Nebraska. Power in the blood here again. Look out 1019. Bankroll Sequoia. You cannot line up a better pedigree. Lot 47.
47 to bank on it, fellas. On to get him, get it. Go here. On to get him, get it. £5, 55. And £5, 55. On to get him, get it. 55. On to get him, get it. £5, 55. On to get him, get it. £5, 55. He don't get it. He don't get it. 55. And £5, 55. On to get him, get it. He don't get it. 4,005. He don't get him paid. On 55, 6 out. On to get him, get it. 55, 6 out. On to get him, get it. He don't get it. 55, 6. He don't get him, get it. Internet's in the lead, boys. On 55, 6 out. He don't get 5,506 and 6,700 on to get him to get 7.5 on to get him to get 55 7.5 and 55 7.5. You don't get him to get you don't get it all in, all done. 55 7.5. You don't get him to get 55 7.5. Sold him 5,500. Buyer 670. 5,500.
Okay, here's 45 or 46, right? 46. Oh, 45. Okay. 45 is coming in. Here's the Sam son. Again, a Sam out of the grade 815. Another maternal brother to 44 and 47 that we just sold. And, of course, the 44, 45, and 47. All maternal brothers out of the great Far Look 815 cow. Again, here's a bull that nearly had a 1,300-pound yearling weight, guys. 81-pound birth weight with a 41 scrotal for a yearling bull, guys. Here's power in the blood again. Samson, lot 45.
45 internet. If you're following along, this is lot 45. The boys are out back are working their tail off. They missed one bull. He'll be right back in here. That lot 46 will be in here in just a little bit. Here's the lot 45 bull, fellas. 45's a bull to buy. On to get 4,500, 7.5. On to get 47.5. You don't get 7.5. And now 5. On to get 52.5. On to get 55. On to get 55. On to get 55 7.5 on to get 57 half 57 half on to get 55 7.5 on to get 57 half on to get 57 half 57 half on to get 55 7.5 you don't get 557 half on to get 55 hold on 57 half 57 half you don't get 55 7 half sold him 5,500 5,500 263.
Here's his full brother, ladies and gentlemen. Here's lot 46. Full brother to the bull we just sold. Another Sam out of the great 1815 female. Of course, a grandson of the legendary 1019. Of course, proud Mary 1019. You got 8543 and Steel Magnolia, all in this same pedigree. Love the look of this bull. Big, tall shoulder bull with a big back and a square hip. Lot 46.
On 46, a bull to buy, boys. He's a Sam out of the Lookout, 1019. Go here. On to get a 45, 7.5, and 4,500 and 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. On to get a now 5. You don't get a 47.5, and now 2.5. On to get a 55. On to get a 6 out. On to get a 65. On to get a 7. On to get a 775. On to get a 8. On to get a 8 pound. On to get a 8 on 75. 8 pound 100. On to get a 8. On to get a 7 pound 2.5. 72.5. You don't get a 2.5. On to get a 2.5. You don't get him to get 2.5. You don't get him to get 2.5. And 7. I got Austin at 7,000. You got to be 2.5. Raz 72.5. And 7 pound 2.5. 72.5. Raz round 72.5. On to get him to get a 7 pound 2.5. On to get him to get a 2.5. On to get him to get a 7 pound 2.5. You don't get him to get a 2.5. You don't get him to get a 2.5. And 7 pound 2.5. You don't get him to get it all in, all done. On to get him to get a 7 pound 2.5. You don't get a 2.5. Sold him 7,000. 7,000.
Yeah, no.
315.
Hey, trucking's free for you, sir. Trucking is free for you. Go to lot 40. Turn to lot 40, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another dynamo, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a bull again. It's a full brother to the lot 39 bull that we sold earlier for $10,000. Here's a full brother. And I think when you analyze this bull, here's a bull that's probably more symmetrical than his brother. A bull with tremendous big rib cage, a big wide hip. Again, I love what these dynamo bulls are doing. A big scrotal bull, 39 centimeter scrotal, nearly 1,300-pound yearling weight, ladies and gentlemen, and another full brother to lot 39 and a maternal brother to the lot 2 bull. Here's lot 40.
Lot 40 is the bull to buy, fellas. The dynamo pays. I believe we've seen that before. Get 5 heat on, get 5 pound 55 and 5 pound 55 on, get 55 on, get 5 pound 55 on, get 55 on, get 2.5 high and 42 and a half 45 on, get 45 on, get 40 on, get 45 on, get 2.5 high and 42 and a half 45 on, get 42 and a half 45 on, get 7.5 on, get 45 7.5 and the internet's in the lead, fellas. 45 7.5 heat on, get 7.5 heat on, get 45 7.5 and 45 7.5 on, get 45 7.5 heat on, 45 7.5 heat on, get all in, all done. 45 7.5 sold at 4,500. Buyers 647. Rebecca, you win.
Turn to lot 50, ladies and gentlemen. You talk about a powerhouse. That's all I wrote in my book. I scored this bull as high as anything in the sale, and I wrote powerhouse. Here's a bull that's a driving force son, a bull with a tremendous big hip. Out of a Broker 1019, the legendary Eleanor. Guys, when you pack the kind of genetics that are in this half-blood bull, you're getting a double half. When you put a half-blood on a half-blood, you get the extra vigor, you get the extra heterosis. And here's a bull that is so good in his rib cage, big-bodied, big-topped, and awesome on his feet and legs. Here's lot 50.
Driving force,
42 scrotal.
42. 45 7.5 and 4,500 and 7.5 on. 45 7.5 on. Get 5 pound on. Get 47.5 on. Get 5 52.5 on. Get 55 on 7.5 on. Get 57.5 on. Get 6. He don't get 2.5. 62.5 now 5 on. Get 7.5 on. Get now 7 on. Get 72.5. 72.5 on. Get 72.5 on. Get now 5 on. Get 77.5, 77.5, 8 on, get 8 pound on, get 85 on, get 85 on, get 8 pound 85, 8 pound 85 on, get buy that bull 85 9 on, get 9 pound 95 on, get 95 on, you're both out 95 and 9 pound 95, Aston's in the lead 95 on, get 9 pound 95 on, get 9 pound 95 on, Raspy you're out on both counts on 9 pound 85 9 on, get 95 on, get 2.5 high and 95 on, get 2.5 5 on, get 5 on, get 95 on, get 5 you don't get 2.5 high 7.5 and 97.5 on, get 97.5 on, get buy that bull 95 7.5 and 97.5 on, get 5 7.5 on, get 5 7.5 on, get 95 7.5 and 95 7.5 you don't get 95 7.5 you don't get 95 97.5 you don't get 95 7.5 sold him 9,500. Lane Meyer going on order 317.
Go to lot 53, ladies and gentlemen. 53, we just sold a bull out of the great Eleanor. Here is a bull that's a bankroll out of a full sister to Eleanor, guys. Broker 1019, full sister of the great Eleanor, a great bankroll bull with extra look. This bull has got all the bells and whistles, ladies and gentlemen. 3/4 blood semi, big time growth, and awesome look.
53 is a bull to buy, bankroll, broker. Go here, 4,500, 7.5, and 45, 7.5 on, now 5 on, 5, you don't get 52.5 on, 55 on, 55, 7.5 on, 6 out on, 6 down, on, 6, 6, 6, you don't get 6 out on, 57.5, 6, you don't get 6, you don't get 6, you don't get now 2.5, 62.5 on, now 5 on, 5, you don't get 5, 65 on, 5, 5 on, 5, you don't get 2.5, 5 on, 65 on, 5, 62.5, 65, lane route, 65 on, 2.5, 5 on, 5, 7.5 on, 67.5, 67.5 on, 67.5 on, 67.5 on, 67.5, 7 pound on, 7 on, 7 pound on, lane route, 7 pound on, 7 on, 67.5, 7 on, 7 on, on to get a yes or yes. On to get a 7, on to get a lane route 7. On to get a 7, 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 2.5. 72.5. On to get a 2.5. On to get a 2.5. 72.5. On to get a 2.5. On to get a 2. On to get a 72.5. 72.5. On to get a she says by that bull 72.5. 75. On to get a 5. He don't get a 75. On to get a pie. Yes or yes. I gotta go down 75. He don't get a 75. He don't get a pie. Sold him 72.50 up top. 306.
Turn to lot 56, ladies and gentlemen. Turn to lot 56. Here's a purebred bull, guys. Check out this chubby, chunky, big-bodied purebred bull. A Samson again out of a great broker Aspen. Of course, this makes this cow a 3/4 sister to Eleanor and all those broker 1019s. Just put a shot of upgrade in here out of the great Aspen. You're lining up the best cows in this program into this pedigree, ladies and gentlemen. Here's lot 56. Purebred bull weighing nearly 1,300 pounds in a year.
The bull to buy. On to get 5,055 and 5,055. On to get 5,055. On to get 55. On to get 45, 7.5. On to get 45, 7.5. 4,500 and 7.5. On to get 47.5. On to get 45, 7.5. On to get 4,250. Let's go. On to get 42.5. 42.5. 45. On to get 5. On to get 45. On to get 2.5. 42.5. 45. On to get 45 on, get 45 on, get 5 on my way, boys. 45 and 42.5, 45 on, get 5 feet on, get now 7.5 on, get 45, 7.5 and 45, 7.5 on, get 5, 7.5 on, get 45, 7.5 on, get you done on, get 45, 7.5 on, get now 5 and 47.5, 5 on, get 5 pound on, get 5 feet on, get 5, 52.5 and 52.5 on, get 2.5 on, get 52.5 on, get 5 pound 2.5 on, get 2.5 on, get 5 pound 2.5. You don't get 5 pound 2.5. Sold him 5,000. 370.
Turn to lot 59, ladies and gentlemen. Check out my strip-faced 3/4 blood semi-bull. Here's a mastermind, another mastermind out of a shocker cow. Goes back to a steel force mama on the bottom side. You talk about a maternal powerhouse here in lot 59. Here's a bull again, Colonel. You keep every daughter because you're going to love them from the day they're born. Lot 59.
59, the mastermind, fellas, and go here. On, get 42.5, 45, and 45. On, he'll throw the baldies on 45. On, get 2.5, on, get 45, 7.5. On, get 45, 7.5, and 45, 7.5. Internet's and lead 7.5, 5. On, get Allen 5. On, get 5 pound dollar. On, get 5 pound. On, get 2.5. On, get 5, and 55. On, get 55. On, get now 6. On, get 65. On, get 65, 7, and 7 pound 75. On, get 75. On, get 7 pound 75. On, get 75. On, 8. On, get 85. 8 pound 85. On, get 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 lane route. You got to be 85. 85. On, get 99. On, get 9 pound. On, get how about 87.5? 87.5. On, get 99. On, get 9 pound. On, get lane. Got to be 9. On, get 9. Got to be 9. 9 pound. On 2.5. On, get 87.5. 9. 87.5. 9. On, get 9. On, get 87.5. 9. Sold him 87.50. 87.50. 396.
Okay, folks, go to lot 55. Flip back a page, and everybody needs to pay attention here. Pay attention. An owned son of 1019. Here's an owned son of the great 1019. You're going to have a chance to buy a Pays to Believe 38 scrotal, big weaning weight, big performance bull, and awesome structure. Lot 55.
55 to Pays to Believe. Go here. On, get 4,500. 5 pound dollar. On, get 5. On, get 5 pound dollar. On, get 45. 5 and 45. 5 pound dollar. On, get 47.5. On, get 45. 7.5. On, get 4,500. 7.5. On, get 4,250. And 4,000. 2.5. On, get 2.5. On, get 42.5. On, get 4,000. 2.5. 5 and 45. On, get 40 pound. Get 2.5. 5. On, get 45. On, get pump. Heat on 45 and 42.5. 45. On, get 5. 7.5. On, get 45. 7.5. On, get 45. 7.5 and 47.5. On, get 45. 7.5. You don't get a Raspberry's way. 45. 7.5. You don't get 45. 7.5. Sold him 4,500. 305.
Here's lot 57, 5'8" Simmental bull, guys. Check out my Baldy bull coming in the ring here. An owned son of the great private stock. Some of the really, really good cattle I'm seeing across the country this spring are these private stock cattle. Not only the bulls are good, but the females are equally as well. When you find a bull that'll make great, big, stout, masculine bulls and feminine, big-time, productive females, you better be using it. And this private stock bull is doing it all across the country. Here's a 73-pound birth weight bull out of a great Insight Angus female.
Look at him.
Lot 57.
57's a private stock. Go here. On to get a 45, 7.5, and 4,500 and 7.5. On to get a 47.5. On to get a now 5. On to get a 47.5, 4,500 online, 45, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5, 5, and 5,000. On to get a Jacob 5. On to get a 47.5, 5. On got him 47.5, 5. Jacob, you're out 47.5, 5,000. On to get a 2.5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a Dresby didn't make it 55. On to get a 2.5, 5. At 55. On to get a 55. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 2.5, 5. At 55. On to get a Jacob, you're out 55. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a pound, 7.5. On to get a 55, 7.5. At 57.5. On to get a 55, 7.5. On to get a Razin lead 55, 7.5. At 55, 7.5. On to get a 6 sound. On to get a 6 sound. On to get a 16. On to get a 16. On to get a 57.5. 6 sound. On to get a 6, 6, 6. On to get a 57.5. 6 sound. On to get a 6. Sold him 57, 50, 57, 50. 306 buys.
Flip to page 33, ladies and gentlemen. Go to lot 64. Here's a lover boy. Cavanese bull, big CED, low on birth, only a 0.2 on birth with a 70-pound birth weight. Here's a bull with that extra rib cage, big-bodied, awesome in his running gear, a 3/4 blood bull out of a bankroll 1019. Here's
go here.
64.
On to get a 42.5, 45. On to get a 7.5. On to get a 5. Hey, on to get a 47.5, 5. On to get a 5, 5, 5. On to get a 47.5, 5. At 47.5, 5. On to get a 5, 5, 5. On to get a 47.5, 5. You don't get a 5 pound under. On to get a hooked up boys were gone 47.5, 5 pound.
Heifer bull.
On to get a 5. At 40 now 2.5. On to get a now 5. On to get a 55. On to get a 7.5. On to get a 55, 7.5. At 55, 7.5. On to get a 55, 7.5. You don't get a Rand lead 55, 7.5. At 57.5. On to get a 57.5. You don't Frank 57.5. On to get a 55, 7.5. You don't 55, 7.5. Sold him 5,500. 273 strikes.
Go to lot 63, ladies and gentlemen. The bull right next to him. You talk about a sleep all night heifer bull. Here's a bank on it out of a great final answer female. That's a 70-pound birth weight with a 13 CED and only 0.3 on birth. Guys, his numbers say he's Cavanese. His actual birth weight says he's Cavanese. Here's a bull you better gather when you can. A great bank on it out of a SAV final answer female, lot 63.
On 63, the bank on it here. On to get a 45, 7.5. At 45, got a man, we're gone 7.5. On to get a 47.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. On to get a 5 pound. On to get a 2.5. On to get a 5. On to get a 7, 7.5. On to get a now 60. On to get a 16. On to get a 16. On to get a 6 now 2.5. 62.5. On to get a 2.5. On to get a 6 sound 2.5. 6 sound 2.5. On to get an Austin lead 6,250. On to get a 2.5. 62.5. On to get a 5. On to get a 5, 5, 5. On to get a 7.5 on 7. On to get a 7. On to get a 7 pound 5. 75, 8. On to get an 8. On to get an 8 pound. On to get an 8 pound. On to get a now 5. On to get an 85. 85. On to get how about 2.5, sir? 82.5. 82.5. On to get an 8 pound 2.5. You don't 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 get an 8 pound 2.5. Sold at 8,000. 8,000. 275, 275.
Okay, guys, turn to lot 58, guys. Turn to lot 58. We don't have very many Red Bulls this year, just 2, but I think this thing is extremely high quality. Here's an owned son, a purebred owned son of the great payroll, a bull that is leaving a tremendous set of cattle all across the country. You want a dark red bull with extra hip shape, big old feet and running gear, and a big barrel and a rib cage. Here's a purebred bull that'll absolutely do it out of a broker cow kernel, payroll, bankroll, out of a broker.
58, it's a bull to
Back on a pilgrim, as good as it gets.
Go here, Don. Get a 7 feet. Don. Get a 5 pound dollar. Don. Get a 45, 5 at 4,505. On. Get a 5 pound dollar. Don. Get a 4,500 online. We're gone. 45, 7.5 fires lid. 45, 7.5. On. Get a 5 pound. On. Get a internet 5 at 47.5. 5. On. Get a 5. Don't get a 7.5. On. Get a 2.5 5 at 45, 7.5. On. Get a 5 pound. 52.5 pound. On 57.5. On 6 pound. On. Get a 6 pound. On. Get a 2.5. 62 and a half, 5 on, get him, get 65 on, get 5 on, get now he's on. I got 62 and a half online, got to be 65, 7 and a half, 67 and a half on, get him, get 7 pound on, get 72, on, get him, get 2 and a half, 72 and a half on, get him, get now 5 on, get 75, 70, 75, 77 and a half on, get him, get 77 and a half on, get 77 and a half on, get now wait, now 2 and a half, 82 and a half, 5 on, get 7 and a half on, get 85, 7 and a half on, get 85, 7 and a half, 87 and a half on, get internet share out to 85, 7 and a half on, get 85, 7 and a half, 87 and a half on, get 85, we're up there, 85, 7 and a half on, get 85, 7 and a half, you don't get 85, 7 and a half, you don't get 9,000 on, get 9,000 on, get gotta be 9 on, get 9, go ahead and buy that bull, on, get 87 and a half, 9, he don't get 87 and a half, 9, sold him 87.50, 87.50, 324.
Okay, folks, go to lot 61. It's Sam time. Another red-hided bull here. Another purebred, solid red bull out of the great Sequoia Y770. A bull that is an absolute, a killer donor female for the Nielsen program in Gordon, Nebraska. He has flushed that cow to literally every good Simmental bull in America, and the Sams are the ones that works the best. 79-pound birth weight. A bull with a big CED, low birth. He's modern on birth and big on growth.
Oh my, go here, on, get 5,000, 55, and 5 pound 55, on, get 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 5 pound 5, on, get 55, and 5 pound 55, on, get 4,500, 7 and a half, on, get 45, 7 and a half, and 47 and a half, on, get 5, 7 and a half, 5, on, get 47 and a half, 5, he don't get 2 and a half, on, get 5 pound 2 and a half, and 52 and a half, on, get 2 and a half, on, get 2 and a half, and 5 pound 2 and a half, you don't get 2 and a half, we're down in the hallway, 52 and a half, on, get 5 pound 2 and a half, and 52 and a half, on, get now 5, on, get 51, get 7 and a half, on, get 6, he don't get he don't 57 and a half, and 55, 7 and a half, on, get 55, 7 and a half, he don't get 55, 7 and a half, on, get hallways in, 55, 7 and a half, and 57 and a half, on, get 55, 7 and a half, sold him 5,500 in the hallway, 5,500. 277.
How you doing, Chance? Do we have to change your undies? All right. Hey, Mom, get him a new pair of underwear. He needs them. All right. Go to lot 60, ladies and gentlemen. Lot 60. You talk about a bull here, another baldy bull, a half-blood bull with a big yearling weight. Big growth number at 123 on his yearling weight. Came into this world at 75 pounds. He's a 12 CED. He's only 1-3 on birth. If you get a bull with that kind of power that's Cavanese to boot, you better grab him when you can on this great baldy half-blood bull.
My Don,
Shocker out of
Charlo. Don, get 4,500, 7 and a half, on, get 45, 7 and a half, on, get 45, 7 and a half, got a man, we're gone, 47 and a half, and 45 now, he don't get my way, boys, 45, 7 and a half, on, get 5 pound, on, get 2 and a half, on, get 52 and a half, Austin, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, on 5, on, get 55, on, get 7 and a half, on, get internet's in, 55, 7 and a half, and 57 and a half, on, get 6 out, on, get 6, on, get an ace, you gotta be 6, on, get 6, on, get 2 and a half, on, get 2 and a half, 62 and a half, on, get an ace in the lead, 6 out, and 2 and a half, 62 and a half, on, get 2 and a half, on, get 2 and a half, 6 out, 2 and a half, you don't get 2 and a half, you don't get a thing, you don't get a thank you anyway, don't get 6 out, 2 and a half, sold him 6,000 online, 605, 6,000 online, 605, ace you win.
Okay, folks, we're going to throw a little curveball at CCI, okay? I'm sorry, Tori. We're going to bring both these next bulls in together. They're full brothers. They're purebred Angus. They're renovation sons out of one of the truly great gold standard females that Brett bought out of the Griswold program. Here's lot 73 and 74. They're full brothers. They both weighed 70 pounds at birth. One weighed 705 at weaning, one weighed 710. One weighed 1305 at a year, one weighed 1310. They're nearly identical. You can buy one or both of them same money. Here's the way you get a consistent set of calves in your calf crop. Buy these full brothers, turn them out with your cows, and don't worry about one thing except taking all that money to the bank.
All right,
lot
here,
73
double
and
down,
74.
take them both if you'd pick and choose if you'd like on. Sell your choice bull on. Go here, Don. Get 42 and a half, 45, and 45 on. Get 45 on. Get 2 and a half, 5 on. Get 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half on. Get 47 and a half. You don't get 45, 7 and a half, and 45, 7 and a half on. Get 45, 7 and a half on. Get 45, 7 and a half, and 47 and a half on. Get 45, 7 7.5, 5,000, on to get a 5,000, on to get a 2.5, he's on to get a 2.5, at 55, on to get a 55, 7.5, on to get a 6,000, on to get a 2.5, on to get a 2.5, at 65, on to get a 65, on 7.5, on to get a 7,000, on to get a 7, at 67.5, 7, on to get a 7, on to get a. What happens if he takes the one you want? 67.5, 7,000, at 7,000, on to get a 7,000, on to get a 7, on to get a Brooke, get in, on to get a 7, on to get a 7,000, on to get a 7, on to get a 7, sold him 67.50. 393. He takes 73. We're going to sell the 74.
Okay, here's lot 74, guys. Here's 74. Here's the one that had a bigger weaning weight. A bull, again, big on his feet and legs, awesome in his disposition, a big, big-bodied bull, a purebred Angus, renovation.
Get a 4,500, 7.5, on get a book, get in, down 5, on get a 47.5, 5, on 2.5, on get a 2.5, 5, 57.5, on get a 6 sound, on get a 2.5, 62.5, on get an Austin 2.5, 62.5, on get a 2.5, on get a 62.5, he don't get a 2.5, there's peas in the pod, Brooke, 62.5, 62.5, on get a 6 sound, 2.5, he don't get a 2.5, he don't get a 2.5, 6 sound, 2.5, on get an all in, all done, on get a 6 sound, 2.5, he don't get a 2.5, he don't get a 6 sound, 2.5, sold him 6,000 up top. 306.
Go to lot 69, right on the back page across. Here's a bull, guys. Check out this bull's CED. He's a 16. God bless 69. God bless Gene Fitzgerald. Go to lot 6. He's a 16 on CED, ladies and gentlemen. Minus 2-1 on birth. With a 74-pound birth weight. Over 1,200 on a yearling weight. Guys, here's a play it safe, son. We love what that bull's doing out of a great Hiawatha female. Quarter blood semi, guys. Big scrotal tooth.
On get a 4,500, 7.5, on get a 47.5, on get a 45, 7.5, on get a 45, now 5, he don't get now 5, 52.5, 52.5, on get a 2.5, 5, on get a 55, 7.5, 57.5, on get a 55, 7.5, on get a 57.5, on get a 6 out, on get a 57.5, 57.5, 6 out, on get a 6 out, on get a 6 out, on get a 57.5, 6 out, on get a 6 heat, on get an all in, all done, 57.5, 6 out, on get a 6 heat, on get a 6 out, on get a 6, on get a 6, sold him 57.50. 306.
Here's lot 48, ladies and gentlemen. Here's 3/4 blood bull again. Here's another mastermind. Guys, in the next few years, this set of calves that Brett's going to bring to you next year are going to blow your mind how good these mastermind calves are. Big tops, awesome look, and their structure's impeccable. Here's another big-bodied bull out of the Aspen 1347, an own daughter again of 1019. There's power in the blood here.
Right,
big-time master
48's the bull to buy. You're going to get a go here. On get a 4,500, $5,000, and 4,505. On get a 5,000. On get a 45, 5. On get a 55. On get a 6. On get a 6 on 5. He don't get a 65. On get a 6 on 5. And 65. You don't get a 65. On get a 5. On get a how about 2.5? I want to get a 2.5. 62.5. I want to get a 2. Don't get a 2.5. He don't get a 6 sound 2.5. He don't get a there. He don't get a 2.5. Now 5. 65. I want to get a 5. 5. I want to get a 65. I want to get a 5. He don't get a 5. 62.5. 65. I want to get a what's your cow's going to say? 65. I want to get a 5. 5. I want to get a 5. He don't get a 2.5. 5. I want to get a 5. He don't get a 5. Sold him 62.50. Buyer 317. 316. 316.
Hey, Lane. Tell that guy on the phone if he hadn't spent so much money in Stillwater last night, he could buy better bulls today. I'm sure he's listening. Oh, it's a different guy. All right, go to lot 51, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another mastermind out of the Eleanor, the great Eleanor donor, the broker 1019. There's power in the blood here, guys. 1340 on his yearling weight. 800-pound weaning weight. Guys, I love the skeleton, love the look in this bull. As a 2-year-old, you'll think you stole this bull from this man a year from now.
And you go out here in these pairs and look at these mastermind heifer calves, and I'm telling you what, them things are knocked down gorgeous. And they're going to be great. I'm tied here.
Yeah, we've got the full sister to this bull in the pastures at Stillwater right now, guys. She's going to make one of our truly great young females in our program. We bought the full sister last year. Here's we own the full sister to this bull.
On, go here. On, get a 51's a mastermind, fellas. On, get a 4,500, 5 pound hundred. On, get a 555. On, get a 5 pound hundred. On, get a 45 7 half. 45 7 half. On, get a 47 half. On, get a 45 7 half. On, get a 5 7 half. 4,500 and 7 half. On, get a 5 7 half. On, get a 4,250. Let's go. On, get a 2 and a half. Don't get a 4 pound 2 and a half. 4 pound 2 and a half. On, get a 4 pound 2 and a half. Don't get a 2 and a half. And now 5. On, get a 45. Got you. 42 and a half. 5 and 45. I'll take care of you. He ain't going to. Now 5. On, get a 2 and a half. 5 and 42 and a half. 45. On, get a 5. On, get a 45. You know, I got him in your section. 42 and a half. 45. On, get a 2 and a half. I sold him 42.50. 314 strikes.
Just get the number from the guy writing the check. Go to lot 65. Go to lot 65, ladies and gentlemen. Check out again a bull again with big time power. A lover boy son. 38 scrotal, 3/4 blood bull out of a Sam female, guys. Lover boy on Sam with a 12-3 CED and only one on birth. Here's another Cavanese bull, lot 65.
On 65 is the bull to buy. 65, sell him. On, go here. On, 4,500, 7 and a half. And 45, 7 and a half. On, 47 and a half. On, 45, 7 and a half. On, 4,500, 7 and a half. On, 45, 7 and a half. On, 45, 7 and a half. And 45, 7 and a half. You got a man. We're gone. 45, 7 and a half. And 45, I got him. 45, 7 and a half. On, 45, 7 and a half. On, 45, 7 and a half. And 45, 7 and a half. On, all in done. On, 45 7 and a half. You don't get a 45 7 and a half. You don't get a 45 7 and a half. Sold him 4,500. John, number 320, 320.
Okay, let's go to lot 52, ladies and gentlemen. Turn to page 27 in your hymnals. Here's lot 52. Another lover boy out of a bankroll 1019, guys. Cavanese with big-time growth. Here's a bull that came into the world at 77 pounds and weighed 13.05 at yearling. Here's Cavanese with growth.
On back out of the Cocoa Cow. Y'all remember her. On, get a lover boy here. On, get a 45 7 and a half. And 4,500 7 and a half. On, get a 45 7 and a half. On, get a 45 7 and a half. And 4,500 and 7 and a half. On, get a 47 and a half. On, get a 4,000 2 and a half. 4,000 2 and a half. On, get a 2 and a half. I got a man. We're gone. 4,000 2 and a half. And now 5. On, get a 7 and a half. On, get a 47 and a half. You don't get a 45 7 and a half. 5 and 5,000. On, get a 2 and a half. On, get a 52 and a half. You don't get a 52 and a half. And 52 and a half. On, get a rouse round. 52 and a half. On, get my way. Now 5 and 55. On, get a 2 and a half. 5. On, get a pump. You don't get a 2 and a half. 5. On, get a pump. On, get a 2 and a half. 5. On, get a pump. You don't get a pump. Sold him 52.50. 52.50. 395.
Guys, here's another heifer safe, sleep all night heifer safe bull for you guys. A bull with a lot of performance and power again. Here's a quarter blood semi bull, an own son of the legendary GCC Gold Standard out of a shocker female. 15.5 on his CED, minus 0.8 on birth with a 79-pound birth weight, guys. Big scrotal, big bodied, awesome running gear.
Go here, 42 and a half, 45. 42 and a half, 45. On, get a 5. On, got a man, we're gone. 2 and a half, 5. On, get a 2 and a half, 5. On, get a 5. On, get a 2 and a half, 5. And 42 and a half, 45. On, get a hooked up, boys, we're gone. 2 and a half, 45. On, get a 5. On, get a 45. On, get a 2 and a half, 5. And 42 and a half, 45. On, get a 5. On, get a 45. On, get all in, all done. On, get a 2 and a half, 5. On, get a 2 and a half, 5. You don't get a 7 and a half. And 47 and a half. On, get a 47 and a half. You don't get a 45 7 and a half. And 45 7 and a half. On, get a 5 7 and a half. You don't get a 45 7 and a half. Sold him 4,500. 261.
Turn to lot 66, guys. Just a bull right behind him. Check out my baldy bull coming in the ring. Here's a half-blood bank on it, son, out of a Final Answer anchor. You talk about power in the blood and female, a female making machine.
73 pounds.
Here he is, 73 pounder.
42 and a half, 45 on. Get a 45 on. Get a man down. Gone. Here don't get a 2.5 on. Get a 45 on. Get a 2.5. At 42 and a half, 45 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 2.5 on. Get a 2.5. At 45 on. Get a 5 here on. Get a 45 on. Get a all in, all done. 42 and a half, 45 on. Get a 5 on. Get a 2.5 on. Get a all in, all done. 42 and a half, 45 on. Get a 5. Sold him 42.50. Frank wins. 89's a winner.
Go to 68, ladies and gentlemen, right across the page. 3/4 blood bull. Here's another Jack J11 out of a broker female, guys. 41 on his scrotal. Goes back to that great Aspen cow family, which is another 1019. Here's a double bred broker for you guys. Lot 68.
68 on right here on get a 4,500 7.5 and 45 7.5 on get a 45 7.5 on get a 45 7.5 on get a 5 7.5 on get a 45 7.5 and 45 7.5 on get a 4,250 on get a 4,2.5 on get a 8 on get a 2.5 on get a 4,2.5 and 4,2.5 on get a 2.5 on get a 4,2.5 on get a 4,2.5 and 4,2.5 on get now 5 on get a 45 rash around 45 and 42 and a half 45 on get a 5 on get a 2.5 on get a 45 and 42 and a half 45 on get a 5 on get a 2.5 on get a 2.5 sold him 42.50 Austin's way 396.
Go to lot 70, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a bold move, son. Of course, bold move, the Sam Boots female out of the great broker female donor program at the Griswold program. Out of a final answer cow, guys. Half-blood Simmental, big-time Powerball here. Lot 70.
Get a bold move here. Don't get a 2.5 5 and 42 and a half 45 on get a 2.5 5 on get a 9 don't get a 7.5 5 on get a 5 pound on get a 2.5 on get a 5 on get a 7.5 and 57.5 6 on get a 62 and a half on get a 5 on get a 7 on get a 7 now 5 75 on get an 8 pound on get a 75 8 on get an 8 pound on get a 8 on get a lane round you got to be 8 on get a 75 8 7,508 on get a 8 on get a 8 on get an 8 on get a 75 8 here on get a 75 8 sold him 7,500 314.
Go to lot 71 right below him, ladies and gentlemen. There's a correction in this catalog. He's not a double bred broker. He's a triple bred broker. And you know me, you can't get enough broker in these cattle, and you dang sure can't get enough whiskey. And here's a bull again that his daughters will be powerful. They'll wean off a big old calf, and I love the way these bold move cattle are built. Bigger framed, more stretch. Going to make a hell of a set of calves for you.
All right, here on bold move broker. On get a 42 and a half, 45. On get a 45. On get a 2.5 5. On get a 2.5 5. And 42 and a half, 45. On get a 5 on get a 45. On he'll leave the females forever, boys. On 42 and a half, 45. On get a 5 on get a 2.5 5. And 45. On get a 4,250. On get a 4,2.5. On get a 2.5. On get a 2.5. And 4,2.5. On get a 4,2.5. You don't get a now 5 on get a 45 and 42 and a half 45 on get a 5 on get a 45 on get a 45 on get a 45 on get a 45 on internet send you don't 4,045 you don't get a 2.5 5 you don't get a 45 and 45 on get a 5 on get a 45 sold him 42.50 buyer number 307
Lot 54, guys, another payroll out of a broker female, and not just any broker, a broker 1019. Full sister to the great Eleanor. Here's another opportunity. Power in the blood. Lot 54.
On 54. On get a 45 7.5 and 4,500 and 7.5. On get a 45 7.5. On get a 4,250. On get a now 5. On get a 45. On get a 7.5. On get a now 5. On get a 5 pound. On get a 47.5 5 and 47.5 5. On get a 5 on get a 47.5 5. On get a 5 pound. On get a 5 pound. On get a 47.5 5 and 47.5 5. On get a pum he don't get a 47.5 sold him 47.50 258
just this bull and two more left, guys. It's a 3-bull warning. Purebred Sam out of the great 770Y, guys. Here's another bull with a big weaning weight at 800 pounds and a 1345 yearling. Here's lot 62.
On Pine Terre, on to get a Sam, Sequoia, King Gun. They don't come no better, fellas. On to get a 45, 7.5, 45, 7.5. On to get a heat on 5 pound. On to get a 2.5. On to get a 59.5. On to get a 55, 7.5, 57.5, 6. On to get a 62.5, 5. On to get a 7.5. On to get a 5, 7.5, 65, 7.5. You know, 65, 7.5. On to get a 5, 7.5. On to get a 5, 7.5, 65, 7.5. On to get a seat. On to get a 5, 7.5. On to get a 5, 7.5. On to get an all in, all done. On to get a 5, 7.5. Sold him 6,500, 6,500. 365.
Here's lot 49, ladies and gentlemen, lot 49. Here's another bold move, son, out of the great Upgrade 1019, the great Aspen 1347. Again, power in the blood here, the greatest cow families in this program, 1,315-pound yearling weight, nearly 800 pounds on his wing weight. Here's a bull with some performance and look to burn, lot 49.
49, go here. On to get a 45, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. On to get a 45, 7.5. At 4,500 and 7.5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 42.5, 45. On to get a 5, 5. On to get a 42.5, 45. At 45. On to get a 4,250. Let's go. On to get a 42.5. At 4,000, 2.5. On to get a 9.5. On to get a 2.5, 5. At 42.5, 45. On to get a 5, 5, 5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 45. You don't get a 2.5, 5. At 42.5, 45. On to get a 5, 5, 5. On to get a 45. On to get a 5. You don't get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 45. You don't get a 2.5, 5. Sold him 42.50. Put him on 325. Internet, you get it.
Okay, the last bull of the day, guys. If you haven't got a bull bot, here's your last opportunity. Here's lot 72 coming at you. Another Sam out of a full sister to the great Cerveza and the Z450. He's short on ears, but he's high on quality. A bull coming in here with extra look and power, lot 72.
Ooh, there's your whiskey you were talking about. On to get a 4,250 and 4,000, 2.5. On to get a 45. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 45. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 45. At 42.5, 45. On to get a 5, 5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 42.5, 45. On to get a Raz your way, 42.5, 45. At 45. On to get a 5, 5. On to get a 2.5, 5. On to get a 42.5, 45. On to get a 5, 5. On to get a 45. He don't get a 45. He don't get a 40.5, 45, 45, 45. Sold him 42.50. 310.
Okay, folks, turn to page 50 in your book. We're going into these embryos. We've got 2 packages of embryos to sell to you. Of course, we sold this powerful female last year in the sale, and the Voorhees family bought this female and felt compelled to send a set of embryos out of the great Something About Mary and this Betty 2386. Of course, a big, stout, powerful, baldy female. They're going to donate these 3 embryos, and all the proceeds are going to go to the Jace Wellness Memorial. Here's lot 165. 3 embryos guaranteeing 1 pregnancy out of the legendary Something About Mary and this big, stout, burly female that the Voorhees families have so graciously donated. Thank you to that family, and we look forward to the production out of this great cow.
So we are selling the embryos. We are not selling this cow that's in the ring here. You're getting 3 times the money on the embryos. 3 times the money on 165. They're Sam's out of the Betty cow. And go ahead. On to get a 500, 600, and 5, 6. On to get a 2, 3. On to get a 2, 3. On to get a 3, 3, 3, 4. On to get a 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 5. On to get a 500. On to get a 5. He don't get a 4.5. He don't get a 4.5. 400.5. He don't get a 450. Don't get a 4.5, 5, and 4.5, 5. On to get a 5, 5, half. He don't get a 5.5. On to get a 5.5. Did you 5.5? He don't get a 6. He don't get a 5.5. 5.5, 6. He don't get a 6.5. He don't get a 6.5. He don't get a 600.5. 600.5. He don't get a 6.5. He don't get a half. He don't get a half. Half. He don't get a 600.5. He don't get an Austin's way 6.5. He don't get a 600.5. Sold him $600. 322.
And the next package of embryos are out of the legendary Eleanor family. Again, thank you, Brett and your family, for donating these embryos. Again, these are Sam Eleanor's. Of course, Eleanor, the famous broker donor out of the legendary 1019 cow. So, again, what an opportunity to buy these great genetics here, Colonel, lot 166.
166. On to get a 253. And 253. On to get a 333. On half. On to get a 350. On to get a 3.5. Hold on. On to get a 4.5. On to get a 4.5. 5. On to get a 5.5. On to get a 5.5. On to get a 500.5. And 500.5. 6. On to get a 600. On to get a 600. On to get a 5.5. 6. You don't get a 5.5. 6. You don't get a 5.5. 556, at 556, you don't get 60 on, get 600 on, get 6, sold them 550 up top. 398.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into this set of registered pairs, every year I tell Brett, I said, you cannot keep doing this and maintain your cow herd. And his words to me were, we're going to sell our best in this sale. And he has dug deep again and has set a really good, I mean awesome young pairs in 2s and 3s. Most of these females are 2 and 3-year-olds with their first or second babies, and no better way to start the sale than this powerhouse 3/4 blood County O female, again out of the great Eleanor donor, the broker 1019. We're going to reserve 2 successful flushes at Brett's expense and at your convenience. And this bull calf, this mastermind bull calf on this cow, guys, if I had this bull next spring in Stillwater, Oklahoma, he's a $15,000 to $20,000 bull for me. Guys, I'm telling you, that is one stout mastermind bull. This is a great young female in the prime of her condition, in the prime of her life. Take advantage and add these power genetics to your program.
Lot 75's a can, the pair to buy, fellas. On, go here. On, who gave 20,000? 20,000. On, get 10,000. On, get 5, 6. Let's go. On, get 5, 6. 8. On, get 16. On, get 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On, get 8, 9. On, get 9, 9, 9, 10. On, get 11. On, get 10, 11. 10, 11. On, get Cody's in lead. 10, 11. 10, 11. On, get 10, 11. On, get 10,000. 11,000. On, get 10, 11. On, get 10, on to get 10, 11, 12, and now 12, on to get 12, 12, on to get 12, you don't get 10 on 13, on to get 13, 13, on to get 13, on to get 13, 14, on to get Cody 14, on to get 13, 14, 13, 14, on to get 15, on to get 15, on to get 15 pound, on to get 16, on to get Cody 16, 15, 16 pound, on to get 15, 16, 15, 16 pound, on to get 17, on to get 17, 16, 17, on to get 17, 18, 18 pound, on to get Cody, got to be 18. 18,000 online. We got to be 18. On to get a 17. 18 pound. On to get a 17. 18. 18 pound. On to get a Doug. You're out too. 18. On to get a 17. 18 pound. On to get a 17. 18. 17. Cody Route. 18. On to get a 17. 5. One time. 17. 5. 17. 5. On to get a 17. 5. On to get a 17. 5. Sold at $17,000. $17,000. Lanes the wins. Buyer number 317 on order.
Okay, folks, let's turn to lot 76. Here's a female, in my opinion, is one of the truly great females we're going to sell this year. Here's a powerful, powerful maternal mate. I'm selling that semen right now at $400 a unit. That's the going price of this maternal made semen. There's not much left in the country, and everybody in the country is trying to flush their best cows, this maternal mate. Why take all that risk? Buy a young female, a baldy maternal female, a maternal made female that you can do a lot of things with, either Maine-on Jew or club calf or Simmental. Here's a foundation donor female. Jace Wilmus loved this cow more than life itself. He was going to come to this auction and buy this cow. Brett has graciously donated the proceeds of this female to the Jace Wilmus Foundation because Jace loved this cow so much. So whoever buys this cow, all the proceeds are going straight to that foundation to carry on his legacy, not only in the industry, but in this great community. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I think this female is an absolute hammer. She's got the big feet, she's got the big body, and for a maternal maid, she's got the extra frame and growth. Here's a female that I think can make a big difference in any program in America. Lot 76.
76, a maternal maid, Maximus. Go here, fellas. On to get 20 pound. On to get 20. Who gave 20? On to get 10 pound. On to get 5, 6. On to get 5, 6. Got a man online. 5, 6, 7. On to get 7. On to get 7, 7, 7. On to get 7. 6 and 7. On to get 8. On to get 8, 8, 8. On to get 8 pound. On to get 8 on 9. On to get 8, 8. On to get 7, 8. On to get 8, 8, 8. Got to be 8. And now 9. On to get 9, 9, 9. On to get 9 pound. On to get 9, 9, 9. On to get 9. He don't get 8, 9. 8 pound, 85. I want to get 8,500. I want to get 85. I want to get 8,000, 85. 8,000, 85. I want to get 85. I want to get 85. You don't get 99. I want to get 95. 95. I want to get 9,000, 95. I want to get 95. I want to get 9,000, 95. I want to get 10. I want to get 10, 10, 5. 10, 5. I want to get 10, 10, 5. I want to get 10, 5, 11. And now 11. I want to get 9, 5. I want to get 11, 5. I want to get 11, 5. I want to get 11, 5. 11, 5. I want to get 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 11.5 on to get 11.5, 11.5 on to get 12 on to get a 12 pound daughter on to get 11.5, 12, 11.5, 12 on to get 12, 12 on to get 12 pound on to get 11.5, 12, 11.5, 12 on to get all in, all done, 8 on to get 11.5, 12, you're in 11.5, 12 pound on to get 12 feet on 12 pound on to get 11.5, 12,000 all in, all done, 12 pound on to get 11.5, 12, sold 11,500 Jakey's way. 265's a buyer.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the man I have on the phone is a neighbor to the Wilmus family. They raised money to buy this female, and they're going to give the cow to the Wilmus family. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. I'll call you later. Okay? Okay. Congratulations. Family is going to take that cow, and Jace's memory is going to live on in that family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to lot 77, because I'm going to tell you right now, here's a cow, in my opinion, as maybe as complete a female as we've ever sold, a half-blood semi, a bankroll daughter out of an absolutely fantastic anchor daughter. Every time I come see this guy, I always find this cow in the pasture. And I'm telling you, here's a young daughter, just a 3-year-old bankroll daughter. And I'm telling you guys, an absolute hammer of a heifer calf. A mastermind heifer calf at side that I think is almost as good. This is maybe the best individual in the sale is this heifer calf standing at this cow. Here's lot 77.
I'm right here, lot 77. The internet's blowing up, fellas. 15 pound on to get 15 pound on to get a 10 11 and 10 11 on to get 11 pound on to get a 10 11. Got a man online 10 11 and now 11 on to get 11 pound on to get Cody's in the lead 10 11 on to get 10 11 on to get 10 11 and 10 now 11 on to get 10 11 on to get 12 on to get 11 12 on to get 12 now 13 12 13 on to get 13 get 13 pound on to get 13 pound on to get Raz round 13 12 13 on to get 13 on to get 13 on to get 13 13 pound on to get 13 14 on to get 14 on to get Cody round 14 15 15 Timmy on to get 15 pound on to get 15 pound on to get 14 15 14 15 pound on to get Pete on to get 15 on to get 14 5 14 5 on to get Timmy round. You got to be 14 5 on to get 14 5 on to get 14 5 14 5 on to get 14 5 on to get Cody's in lead online, boys. 14 14 5 and 14 5 on. Make no mistake on to get 14 5 on to get it all in, all done on to get yes or yes Timmy on to get 14 pound to get 14 5 and 14 5 on to get 14 5. Sold it 14,000. Cody, you win 708.
What number?
708. Cody
708.
708.
Okay, turn to lot 80, ladies and gentlemen. Lot 80. We're going to bring you the one of these two full sisters out of the Great Bankroll and the Stephanie 1606D cow. 5'8" semi, baldy female, awesome structure, love her feet and legs, and what a powerful mastermind bull calf at side. Again, I love this female's head and neck. She's going to put a look on anything she makes. Here's lot 80, bankroll inside.
All right, here, bankroll inside. Go ahead on to get right here on to get a 7 pound, 8 pound, 100 on to get a 7 8 on to get 8 on to get got a man 7 pound, 8 pound on to get a seat on to get a 7,500, 75 on to get a 75 on to get a 7 pound, 75 on to get a 75 on to get a 75. Internet's in the lead 7 pound, 75 on to get a 75 on to get a pound 5 on to get a 75 8 pound on to get 8 on to get 8 on Clay. We got to be 8 on to get 8 on to get a 7,500 8 pound 100 on to get 8 on to get Clay. We got to be 8 on to get a 75 7,500 8 pound 85 on to get 85 on to get 85 on to get 9 on to get 9 on to get 85 9 85 9 on to get 9,000 on to get 9 95 on 95 Pete on to get 95 on to get 95 95 on to get 95 on to get 95 on to get 9,000 95 on to get Austin. You're in on to get 9,000 95 95 on to get 95 on to get 95 on to get 9,000 95 2.5 one time 92.5 on to get 92.5. Sold at $9,000.
315.
Okay, here's lot 81, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a full sister, just a newer model, just a year newer model. Here's a 23, 5/8 semi bankroll out of the Great Insight Stephanie, 1606. She's got a lover boy, heifer calf at side. Again, full sister to the lot 80. Wow, what a pair. Lot 81.
On 81. Whoa, my, look at her. On 6,007 pound. 6 sound 65. On 65. On 5 on 65 on 7 on 775 feet on 75 on 8 pound on 8 on 75 feet. 75 Paul's in the lead. 75 8 pound on 8 on 75 85 on Paul 85 on 85 on 85 on 85 on 5 on Raz's way 8,085 Paul we're out 85 on 85 on 8,085 sold at $8,000 8,000
Okay,
264.
Coming in the ring is lot 78, ladies and gentlemen. 3/4 blood semi-time again. Another county, a big stout, powerful county O female out of a chopper female. Make this correction in your catalogs. This is a mastermind heifer calf. A heifer calf you're getting with this big, stout County O female. Some of the truly great young females in America that I get to see are these County O daughters. And here's one that I think has got her whole life ahead of her and an awesome big, stout cow. Lot 78.
78, say pair to buy, fellas. 6,065. 6,065. 7 775. 75. 7,075. 7,075. He don't get 75 on 7 pounds 75 75 on 2.5 on 7 pound 2.5 on 2.5 72.5 on all in all done on 72.5 on 7 pound 2.5 on 75 on 75 on 5 on hanging there 75 72.5 75 on 2.5 on Chris get in on 75 2.5 5 on 77.5 77.5 on 77.5 on 75 my way boys over here 75 77.5 and now wait on 8 pound on 8 pound on around all here on 8 77.5 8 pound on 8 on 77.5 8 on 8 on 77.5 8 sold him 77.50 put him on buyer 263.
Folks, go to lot 85. Here's a female I had a lot of marks in my book on, folks. When you can get a purebred female that looks like a half-blood, you better buy them all day long. She's got a big, bold move, bull calf at side. Here's a purebred, pays to believe, out of a broker, lot 85.
85 on 6 pound 65 on 65 on 5 on 65 on 65 on 65 on 5,055 and 5,055 on 55 on 5,055 on now 6 on now 5 on 65 on 5 on now 7 on 7 on 7 on internet she had to make it on 7 6,507 on 7 now 5 you don't get 75 75 on 8 on 8 down 8 pound on 8 pound on Daniel you gotta be 8 on 7,508 8 pound on 8 on 8 pound on Raz's way on 75 8 on 8 on 75 8 on 8 on 75 8 sold him 7,500 402 wins.
86, ladies and gentlemen. You talk about a powerhouse of female. Here's a hindsight female. A hindsight course 2020 that goes back to that great Dixie Erica 9613 with a lover boy heifer calf at side out of a Charlo.
55 on 5,055 on 55 on now 6 on 55 5,055 got a man we're gone 5,055 on 55 on 5,055 on 6 on 6 on Mark gotta be 6 65 65 on 65 on 65 she gotta be 65 on 5 on now 7. On to get a 7, 7, 7. On to get an Aaron. You got to be 7. 7 pound. On to get a 7 pound. On to get a now 5. You don't get an 875. 875. On to get a 7500. On to get an 875. On to get a 75. On to get a 75. On to get a 75. On to get an 8. So we got to be 7500. 75. On to get an Aaron's in the lead. 7 pound. 75. 7500. On to get a 7 pound. 75. On to get an Aaron's in the lead. On to get a 7 pound. 75. On to get a 7 pound 5. Sold him 7,000. Buyer number 673. Aaron, you win.
Go to lot 79, ladies and gentlemen, 79. Here's one of my favorite cows in the wholesale. She's got a lover boy bull calf, but check out the udder quality, the big square hip, the power in this half-blood steel force female, lot 79.
Oh, my, look at her. On to get a 5,500, 6 out. On to get a 5 pound 55, hooked up. We're gone, boys. 5 pound 55. On to get a 5 pound 55. On to get a 6 out. On to get a Clay 6. On to get a 6 pound dollar. On to get a Clay. Got to be 6. 5,506. On to get a 6 out. On to get a 6 out. On to get a 55 6. You don't get a 55 6. You don't get a Alvin's in the lead. Clay, you're out. 55 6. $6 dollar. On to get a 55 6. You don't get I'm going to leave it. On to get a 59 5. 65. On to get an Alvin 65. On to get a 65. On to get a 5 on to get a 65. Alvin, we're out 65. On to get a 6 ounce 65. On to get a 5 on to get a 5. You don't get a 6 ounce 65. On to get a 6 ounce 65. Sold it $6,000. Headed to Indiana. Mark, you win 642.
Great buy there. Go to lot 91.
What's that?
Whoa.
Nope. I had 6 out in here. You got to be 62 and a half. You're way out of the run. And 62 and a half just between now 5. Mark 6,500 just between you two. 6,500. 6,500 Mark. 62 and a half 65. Mark, we're out 65. Mark 6,500. Sold it 6,250. Thank you both. 261.
Okay, folks, go to lot 91. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, if you don't know me very well, you can't make a pedigree better than a gold standard maternal mate. And here's a gold standard female with a little more frame, a little more growth. You don't find gold standard females with this kind of frame and this kind of growth. Check out the running gear, the big paws on this female. She's got the big, bold rib cage, and I mean an absolutely centerfold front end. This thing is awesome. And if you don't recognize a cow in the prime of her life, just a 5-year-old in her production, she's got a mastermind show heifer sucking on her. Guys, I'm telling you, this is as good a rig as we're going to bring to you today, and you better pay attention to your business, because here's the kind that'll make you money.
Well, I'm right here. I'm going to get a 5,000 online, 5,500. I'm going to get a 55 6 out. I'm going to get a Mark 6. I'm going to get a 55 6. You don't get a 6 out. I'm going to get a Mark. Got to be 6 at 55 65. I'm going to get a 65 7. I'm going to get a 7. I'm going to get a 7. I'm going to get a 75. I'm going to get a 75. I'm going to get a 7 sound 75. 75. I'm going to get a 75. I'm going to get an 8 pound. I'm going to get an 8. I'm going to get an 8. I'm going to get an 8. 7,500 8 pound. I'm going to get a 75 8. I'm going to get an 8. I'm going to get a 75 8. I'm going to get a 75 85. 8 pound 85. I'm going to get an 85. I'm going to get an 85. I'm going to get a Timmy, you're out 85. 85. I'm going to get a 5 5 5. I'm going to get an 85. I'm going to get an 85. I'm going to get an 8 pound 85. I'm going to get a 5 Internet's in the lead, boys. 8 pound 85. 8,500. I'm going to get a 5 5 5. I'm going to get an 85. You don't 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 85. Sold at 8,000. Headed Indiana. 8,000. Indiana bound. 642.
Go to lot 82, guys. Turn back in your book to lot 82. I love these driving force daughters, guys. As good a maternal pedigree behind that bull as you're ever going to write. Back on a whiskey all-E with a gold standard heifer calf at side, guys. Check out the maternal sib we just sold last year out of this cow. Here's a powerhouse female, just a 2-year-old, guys. How many of you got 2-year-olds at home that look like this thing? Here's lot 82.
Well, she got a gold standard baby on her too, doesn't she? Gold standard baby. Oh, my heifer. On to get a 5 pound 55 and 5 pound heat. On to get a George's in lead 55 6. On to get a 65. On to get a 65 7. On to get a 75. On to get a 75 8. On to get an 8 8 8. On to get a 75 8. 7,500 8 pound. On to get a 75 8. On to get a 75 8. On to get an 8 pound. On to get a 75 8. 7,500 8 pound. On to get an internet trout 8 pound. On to get a 75 8. On to get Austin's in the lead 75 8. On to get an 8 8 8. On to get a 75 8. On to get a 75 8. On to get an 8. Sold at 7,500. 7,500.
356 wins.
Turned to lot 97, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another powerhouse that's coming in here. A female I had a lot of marks on. Here's a purebred Angus, an own daughter of the legendary Insight. If you want an Angus with big-time feet, big-time power, here's a purebred Angus with a heifer calf mastermind. Heifer calf inside.
Oh, my. Go here.
97.
10 pound daughter. 10, 10, 6 pound, 7 pound. 7, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 7, 8, 7, 75, 75, 7 pound, 75, now wait, 8, 75, 8, 75, 8, 8, 75, 8, 85, 85, 85, he don't get an Austin 85, 85, 85, 85, 8,000, 85, 85, pom 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 pom, he don't get 85, 8,000, 85, all in, all done, 85, he don't get 8,000, 85, he don't get 8,000, 85, sold at $8,000, $8,000, same way, was number 356.
Okay, turn to lot 99, guys. 99. I'm telling you right now, you better wake up and smell the coffee here. Here's an awesome, awesome cow. As I go through the country, these Loot daughters are as good as there is in America. And here's a Loot daughter back on a broker-bred female. And check out the Hammer Heifer Calf by Bet on Red. You'll never miss her in the pasture. She'll be a lot easier to check at night. I'm telling you right now, but underneath that hide is one stout little heifer calf.
You'd ought to see this internet.
Just a March Bet on Red heifer calf. This little heifer calf's going to be about a 3/8 or she'll be a 5/8, a 5/8 semi. But you talk about one that is going to make a great, great cow. Just check out her mama. Here's lot 99.
Go here. Get a 10 pound. Who give 10? Get a 10, 10, 10. 6,500 online. 7 pound. Get a 7. Get a 7, 7, 7. Get a now 5. Get a now 8. Get a 75. Get a now 88. Get a 75. 8. 75. 8. 85. Get a 85. Get a 85. You don't get an 85. 9. 85. 9. Get a 9. 9. 9. Get a 85. 9. Get a 9. 9. 9. You don't get an 85. 9. 85. Internet's in the lead. 800's in the lead. That's right. Bring twice that. 8,500, 9,000. 85, 9. Get an Aaron's in the lead. 8,500, 9,000. Get a 9, 9, 9. Get a 85, 9. Get a 9,000. Get a 85, 9. Get a 85, 9. 85, 9. Get a 9, 9, 9. Get an all in, all done. 85, 89. Internet's in the lead. 85, 9. He don't get an 85, 9. Sold it. 8,500. Aaron, you win. Headed to Kansas. Buyer 717.
Okay, go to lot 96, ladies and gentlemen. Lot 96. You talk about an awesome young female. Here's just a 3-year-old Sam daughter out of a great steel force. Total recall, guys. Power in the blood. Here's the kind of female that'll raise those $10,000 to $20,000 show heifers for you. You better pay attention. She's got a powerhouse mastermind bull calf at side. It'll bring all the chips. That's what this cow's going to bring today next year. Guys, here's an awesome, awesome opportunity. Lot 96.
96. Go here. 6 pound, 65. 6 pound, 65. 65. 6 pound, 65. I got 5,000 online. 55. 55. 5 pound, 55. 55. 6. 6. Georgia, you're out. You got to be 6. 6 pound. Now he don't get down 5. Get a pound. 65. Mark, gotta be 65. 65. He don't get a now 7. He don't get a 7, 7, 7. Now 5. He don't get a now 5. He don't get a 75. 75. Valerie 75. He don't get a 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 7,075. He don't Austin's in the lead. 775. 75. He don't get a pound. He don't get a Valerie 75. He don't get a pound. I think you've done this before. 75. 75. He don't get a pound. He don't get a 75. He don't get a 7,075. Sold at 7,000. Austin's way. 391.
Go to lot 90s or 87. 87, ladies and gentlemen. You've loved the Sam cattle all day. Here's another young 2-year-old Sam daughter with a private stock, big, stout, burly bull calf at side. Sam Aspen, guys. Sam Aspen. You better get in. He don't let those Aspens go very often.
55. On get 55. On get 55 seed. On get 5 55. You don't get Adams in the lead. 5,000. Chris, you got to be 55. On get 5 55. On get 6. On get 65. On get 5 65. On get Valor's in the lead. 65. On Raz round 65. On get 65. On get 5. He don't get 5 65. On get 5 5. On get 65. On get 5 5. On get Oregon's in the lead. 6,000. 65, 65, on get 5 5, on get 2.5 5, 65, on get 5, he don't get 2.5 5, 7.5, 67.5, on get 67.5, on get 5 7.5, on get 5 7.5, 65, 7.5, he on 7,000, on get now you're all out 7,000, on get now 2.5, 72.5, on get 2.5, on get Valerie 72.50, 72.50, on get 72.50, on get Oregon round now 5, 75, on get Brooks 75, on get 75, get 75, on now 77.5, 75, 77.5, on get 75, 77.5, on get internet 77.5, 75, 77.5, on get now we're on 8,000, 8,000, on get he likes, she likes her too, 8,000, 77.50, 8,000, on get 8,000, on get 8,000, on get 8, sold him 77.50, Valerie, you win 705, headed Oregon.
Okay, turn to lot 89, guys. It's redhead time. It's redhead time. Check out my star-headed, solid red County O female out of the Great Blossom female. She's got a gold standard bull calf at side. Here's lot 89.
89's a pair to bite. On get right here. On get 5,055 and 5,055. On get 55. On get 5,055. On get 5,055. On get 5,055. On get 5,055. On get 55. On get 4,500, 7.5, on get 45, 7.5, 45, 7.5, on get 47.5, you don't get 47.5, now 5, now he don't get 5,000, on Rebecca, you didn't make it, you got to be 5, 2.5, and 52.5, on get now 5, on get 55, on get internet troll on 55, and 55, on get 5, 5, 5, on get 55, on get 2.5, 5, on with rounds, now 7.5, and now 6, on get 6,000, on get 57.5, 6,000, on get internet, you're out, on get 6,000, on get Chris round, 6,000, on get Raz in lead, 57.5, 6,000, on get 16, on get internet, we're all out, 6,000, on get 57.5, down 16, on get 6 down, 6 down, 6, sold at 57.50. 402.
Turn to lot 88, ladies and gentlemen. Right above is lot 88. Here's another one of these driving force females. I told you all ago how good these females are. This one looks just like the last one. They're peas in a pod. They're big body. They're awesome uttered, and their running gear is impeccable. Here's one out of a broker with a private stock bull calf.
5,250. On get 5 pound 2.5. On get 5 pound 2.5. On get now 5. On get 5 pound 2.5. On get 55. On get 5 pound 2.5. He don't get 52.5. He don't get 5 now 5. 57.5. On get 6 pound 2.5. On get 5. On get now 7. On get 7 now 5. On 75. He don't get 75. 75. On how about 2.5? On get 2.5. On get 72 now 5. On get 75. 75. On get 5 5 5. On get 72 and a half 5. On get ace. You got to be 75. 7,500. On get 75. On get 2.5 5. On get 5 5 5. On get 75. On get 2.5 5. He don't get 2.5 5. Sold him 72.50. 72.50. 356 strikes
again. Turn to lot 94, guys. Here's a Fleetwood Mac. Goes back to that great D71 cow, guys. I'm telling you, that cow is one of the most impressive females on the ranch out of a great 2061H, which is the cow lot 95. Here's a daughter of the lot 95 cow. That's why this herd's so productive. These females make these great females on top of it. Gold standard bull calf at side. We're going to be selling her mama here shortly. Lot 94.
5,055. On get 55. On get 555. On get 5,055. On get 5,055. On get 55. On get 5,055. 5,055. On get 4,500. 7.5. 45. 7.5. On get 5,000. On get 47.5. 5. On get down 2.5. On get 2.5. now 5 on, get a 7.5, 57.5 on, get him around the hallway, 57.5, he don't get him, 57.5 on, internet, you're out, 55.7.5, I got the money here, internet, you got to be 55.7.5, and 57.5, Austin's in the lead, 55.7.5 on, get him, 57.5, you don't get him, Daniel, you got to be 57.50, 57.50, 57.5 on, get him, 55.7.5 on, get him, now 6 on, get him, now 2.5 on, get him, now 5 on, get him, 5, he don't get a 5, 65.7.5 on, get a 7 pound on, get a 7 pound on, get a 7 on, get a 67.5 on, get a 7 on, get a 7 on, get a 7 on, get a 7, sold him 67.50. Put him on buyer 315.
Turn to lot 98, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy, here's a lover boy female out of an SAV rain dance with a mastermind heifer K-foot baby, a brand new baby. What a great young rig here. 5'8" semi, just a 3-year-old female.
Don't get him to get a 5,055. On get him to get a hit on, get him to get a 5,055. On get him to get a 5,555. On get him to get a 55. On get him to get a 5,055. On get him to get a 45.7.5 and 45.7.5. On get him to get a 47.5. On get a 5 pound. On get him to get a 45.7.5. Got the money now 552.5. On get him to get a 2.5. On get him to get a 52.5. He don't get a 5,250. Don't get him to get an internet's in the lead, fellas. 52.5. At 5,000, 2.5. Get it all in, all done. 52.5. You don't get him to get a 2.5. Sold him $5,000. Georgia bound 648.
Go to lot 93 coming in. Here's a Jack J11, the Richards Jack J11 daughter. Gold standard bull calf. Here's just another 2-year-old, guys. These 2-year-olds got their whole life ahead of them, and with the way the market is right now, they are money-making machines. Here's lot 93.
Right here on 93 is a pair to buy. On get 5,250 and 5,002.5. On get 52.5. On get 5,002.5. On get 2.5. On get 45.7.5 and 45.7.5. On get 45.7.5. On get now 5. On get now 2.5. On get now 5. On get 5. 52.5. 55.7.5. On get 57.5. 6 out. On get 6 out. On get 57.5. Raz in lead 57.5. 6 out. On get 6. Heat on get 6. Sold him 57.50. Raz, you win 402.
Okay. Goodbye there. Go to lot 92, ladies and gentlemen. 92. Here's another Jack J11 daughter. Bigger framed, longer fronted. I mean, here's a big, stout, powerful 2-year-old again. Got a lover boy heifer calf. Lover boy heifer
47.5. On get a 5 pound daughter. On get a 5.5. On get a 52.5. On get a 5 pound 2.5. On get a 52.5. On get a 5 pound 2.5. 52.5. On get a now 5. On get a 55. On get a 55.7.5. On get a 55.7.5. On get a now 6. On get a now 2.5. On get a 2.5. 62.5. On get a 2.5. On get a 6 pound 2.5. 6 pound 2.5. On get a 6 pound 2.5. On get a 6 pound 2.5. Sold it $6,000. 6,000. 368.
Guys, here's lot 95. Here is a cat of a different color for this program, but here's an own daughter of the absolute legendary Here I Am. A club calf bull. This is the most maternal Here I Am I've ever seen in my life. I never would have believed she's a Here I Am, but she's out of a lookout female. There's the power of these great Angus females. Here's a female that's so good on her runners. She's big-bodied. She's choke-necked. And look at that perfect
95's a pair to buy. On get a mastermind heifer, baby fellas. On get a 5,055 and 5,055 on 6 out. On get a 65. On get a 7. On get a 777. On get a 65. On get a 75. On get a 71. On get a now 8. On get a 895. 85. On get a 85. 99. On get a 995. On get a 95. 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 He don't get a 5. 95. On get a 95. On get a go ahead and buy that cow. On 95. On get a 95, 9,095, on get a 95, on get a 95, on get a 2.5, help you KJ, 92.5, 92.5, on get a 2.5, on get an all in, all done, on get a 90, on get a 2.5, 92.5, on get a now 5, on get a 95, on internet's in lead, 95, 92.5, 95, on get a 5, buy that cow, Chris, 95, she's your kind, 95, 95, on get a 2.5, 5, on get a don't quit now, on get a 92.5, 5, 95, on get you're all out, 95, on get a 2.5, 5, on get 7.5. John, you got to be 97.5. You just about had her home. 97.5, 95, 7.5, 97.5, 97.5, John, you gotta be 97.5, 95.5, sold at 9,500. Chris Astro buys buyer number 263.
Okay, folks, turn to lot 83. Turn to lot 83, lot 83. Here's an own daughter of the legendary Huda Man. You try to go find a stick of semen on Huda Man and see what it costs you. Here's a female in the prime of her life with, in my opinion, as hammer of a Genoa heifer calf as you can build. There's a show heifer. There's a key influence female that you can breed semi, main, however you want to do it. Here's a powerful female, lot 83.
Whoa, my lot 83 back out of the Fern last cow, fellas. Here, 5,500, 6 out, 5,500 and 6 out, 5,000, 55, 6, 6 out, 6 out, now 5, 65, 65, now 7, 75, 75, 75, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 75, 8, 77 half, 77 half, 75, 77 half, 77 half, Kelvin, buy that cow, 77 half, 8,000, 8,000, we're all out here, internet's in the lead on 70 pounds, 77, 50,
she's a Huda Man.
$8,000, 77, 50, 8,000, yes, yes, sold him 77.50. Dylan, you win. Buyer 651.
Turn to lot 84. This is your last opportunity to buy one of these registered pairs, and what a way to end up on this May We All bankroll female with a mastermind heifer calf. Just a 4-year-old female, lot 84.
84 down, May We All bankroll. 5,000, 55, 5,000, 55, 55, 47 half, 5, pound down 2.5, 52 and a half, now 5, 55, down here, 50 on 55, on 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 5, 55, 7 and a half, 57 and a half, 6 out, 6 out, 57 half, 6, in the hallway, 57, 59, 6, sold them 57, 50, 57, 50. 281, buys 281.
Thank you, sir. Hey, we're going to go into these commercial open heifers, guys. And as we sell these commercial open heifers, there's 44 of these big, stout, burly open heifer calves. And this first group of heifers that we're going to bring to you, this is tags 100, 101, and 102. If you purchase the first group of these first 3 heifers, you have the option to take as many of them or all of them as you want. You've got the option to take them all. But you do have the option on as many pins as you want. This set of open heifers are ranch ranged right here at Richard's Cattle Company. All of their shots and vaccinations have been done. Everything is on these things are ready to go. They're ready to go to pasture, and they're ready to either get AI'd or run the greatest bull in the world, yours, on top of these females. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this cattle market's crazy. These open females, these females in general are hard to find, and this is as good a set as I've seen and as good a set as you can buy in the state of Iowa. And I'm telling you, you better get these when you can. A year from now, they're worth $4,500 as bred females. That's the plain, honest truth. Guys, I'm telling you, now's the time to buy yourself rich. Here's your opportunity. Here's the lot 1001. This is tag 100, 101, and 102.
So we're selling them times the money. You got to take 3 of them in multiples of 3. You can take them as deep as you'd like in multiples of 3, pins of 3. 3 times the money at least, up to however many you'd like, fellas. And go here. On get $3,000. On get $3. Who get 3? On get 24 5. On get 3 on 2400 25. On get 6. On get 8 on 7. On get 7. On get 8. On get 28 9. On get 9 9 9. On get 8 9. 28 29. On get 9 9 9. On get 28 29. On get 9 9 8. On get how about a half on 20 and a half? 20 and a half. On get 8 half. On get 8 half. 9 9 and a half. 29 and a half. On get 9 and a half. He don't get 9 and a half. Now 3. 3,000. On get an internet draw out. 3,000. On get 3 3 3. On get 3,000. On get 9 and a half. 3. On get 3 3 3. On get internet now half. 3,050. On get now 1. On get 31. Get 31. Get Mark 31. 31 half. On get 31 and a half. On get him. Paul made it in first. Mark, you didn't make it. 31 1 and a half. On you're out 2. Not 2. 32 and a half. On get 32 and a half. On get 32 and a half. 32 2 and a half. On get Mark's in the lead, fellas. 32 2 and a half. On get now 3. On get 33 now half. On 33 and a half. 33 and a half. On get 33 and a half. He don't get 33 and a half. On get 33 and a half. Paul's in the lead. 33 3 and a half. And now 4 4 and a half. On 34 now. I'm getting 34 and a half. He don't get 31. Get 34 and a half. 34 4 and a half. On get now 5. 35. On get now 6. On get 16 on 35 and a half. 35 and a half. On get yes, go ahead. On now 6. On get 16. On get Paul. You got to be 3,600. On get 36. 35 and a half. 36. He don't get Paul. You got to be 36. On get 35 half. 6 half. 36 and a half. On get 36 and a half. 36 and a half. Young lady, we're out. 36 and a half. On get go ahead and buy them heifers. 36 and a half. 36 and a half. On get half. On get 36 and a half. Sold them 3,600 online. Paul, you win. Buyer number 658. Please type into Tori how many you'd like.
How many do you want, Paul? Type in your chat room, Paul, if you can hear me. Type in your chat room and tell us how many of them you want. I'd take them all if I was you.
Just wants this, it looks like.
Just the first pin, correct, Paul?
Yeah.
Just
right.
the first 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Here comes pin 1002. This is going to be tags 103, 104, and 105. Again, there's 2 baldies and a solid black female in this group. If you buy this pin, you have the option to roll as many of them in groups of 3, or you can take that last group of 2 also.
All right, here, Don. Go again. 3,031. 3,031. On get 31. On get bom bom bom. He don't get 3,031. On get 31. On get 25,600. 25,600. He don't get 25,600. On get 8. On get 28. On get 8 9. On get 9 3. On get 3,000. On get 3 3 31. 31. On 31. Get 31. Get 31. He don't get 31. On Mark, you got to be 31. 31. On get bom bom bom. He don't get 3,031. 2. Don't get 2 32. Don't get 2 don't get look at me, not him. 32 31 2 now 3 don't get 32 3 32 33 don't get 3 3 not him on 32 3 don't get 32 3 32 33 don't get 3 3 Mark's in the lead online, fellas. 32 33 don't get 3 3 3 on 3 on 33 he don't get 32 3 don't get 3 3 3 don't get 32 33. Sold them 3,200 online. Mark and buyer 642 in Indiana. Tori's typing in. Tell us how many you would like, sir, in groups of 3. How many groups of 3 would you like?
Mark, these will fit right with them, my friend. They'll fit right with them. Hey, this is a group I sent you the video on too, buddy.
Mark, would you like these right along, sir? He's texting.
Oh, okay.
He just wants that second
just
group.
takes those
yep.
3?
Okay, thanks, Mark. Okay, here's group 103, or 1003. This is tag 106, 107, and 108.
All right, here.
Same rules apply. Same rules apply.
Go here, Don. Get a group 1,003 fellas. On get a 25, 600, 25, 6. On get a 7. On get a 27. On get a 27, 8. On get a 8, 8, 8. On get a 28. On get a 8, 8, 8. On get a 27, 8. 27, 28. On get a 8, 8, 8. On get a 8, 9. On get a 8, 9. On get a 29, 28, 29. On get a 9, 9, 9. On get a 9, 9, 9. On get a 28, 29. On get a 28, 29. On get a 28. Sold them 2,800, 2,800. Okay, what's your buyer number? Chance, and he wants 15 head of them, takes 5 pins of them. So he's taking 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Okay, we're now ready for pin 1008.
Here comes the pin number 1008. You're going to be getting lot numbers 121, 122, and 123.
Which ones are these, Chance? We need 121, 122, and 123, Chance. Hey, guys, would you give the auctioneer a round of applause for his beautiful purple tie today? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I just told Jakey, I said, you know, when you were introducing them Husker bulls, I really thought he was going to say, go Big Red.
No, that won't happen.
These are the ones we need.
This is it. This is them. Okay,
These
guys, they all look like peas in a pod. This is pin 1008. This is tag 121, 122, and 123.
2 shocker sons and a hindsight.
3 times the money, or you can roll all the rest
you
of
can
them.
go as deep as you'd like. On get a 25, 2,600. On get a 5 6. On get a 25 6. On get a 25 6. On get a 4 5. On get a 24 5. A 24 5. On get a money's on. We're gone. 24 5. A 25. On get a half 5. On get a 5 5 5. On get a 25 half. On get a 25 half. On get a my way 25 and a half. A 25 and a half. You're out. Now 6. On get a 6 half. You don't get a 6 half. You don't get an Austin's way. 20 and a half. A 26 and a half. On get a 6 half. You don't get a 26 and a half. On get a 26 and a half. A 26 Austin's way. 26 6 and a half. On get a 20 and a half. Sold them 2,600. $270. Takes 2 pins. Takes 3 more.
Okay, we're ready for pin 1010. This is going to be tags 127, 128, and 129.
Whose kids are those?
We've got 17 of these left, guys. 17
Here we
left.
go. He don't get a 25 and a half. A 25 and a half. He don't get a 25 half. He don't get a 25 and a half. He don't get a money's on. We're gone. 25 and a half. He don't get a 5 half. He don't get a hooked up. Don't get a 25 half. A 25 and a half. He don't get a 5 half. He don't get a diddy. Don't get a 25 Frank round. 25 half. He don't get a 25 and a half. He don't get a 5 half. Sold him 2,500. Luke, you win. 407. How many would you like? You want the rest of them? 1 pin.
Could get higher. You're going to risk it, aren't you? You like listening to that guy? Really? I'd almost help you buy it.
Easy.
Okay, here we go. Here's pin 10, 11. Here's 130, 131, 132.
You don't get him to get a half, half. You don't get him to get a 25 and a half. You don't get him to get a half and a half. You don't get him to get a half, half. You don't get him to get a half and a half. You don't get him to get a 6. You don't get a 25, 25 and a half. Got a man online, 25 and a half. 25, 5 and a half. You don't get him to get a 5 and a half. 6. You don't get him to get a 6 half. You don't get him to get a Jeffrey. We're in 26, 6 and a half. 26 and a half. You don't get him to get a 6 half. You don't get him to get a 26 and a half. You don't get him to get a half, half on 20 is going to have 26, 6 and a half. 20 is going to have. Sold him 2,600. Jeffrey online, buyer number 650. Tori's texting you to let us know how many you would like, sir. 2,600, yes. Just took one pin.
Here's pin 10, 12, 133, 34, and 35.
On behind here, go here.
There's 11 head left. 11 head left.
25 and a half. You don't get 11 head on the left, fellas. On you get 25 and a half. You don't get 5 half. You know money's on. We're going 25 half. You don't get 25 half. 25 and a half. You don't get 5 and a half. You don't get 5 half. You don't get 25 and a half. You don't get 25 and a half. You don't get all in, all done. 25, 5 and a half. You don't get him now 6. On you get a 16. On you get a 6. 26. On you get a 16. On you get a go ahead. On you get a 26. 26. On you get a 5 half 6. On you get a 16. On Luke 6. On you get a 16. On you get a 26. On 75 6. 25 75 16. On you get Austin 26. On you get a 16. On you get a 25 75 6. On you get a 16. On you get a 25 75 6. Sold 25 75. Put them on buyer number 407. Just want those. Here's a redhead.
Yep.
Just one group. Took one group.
Here's pin 10, 13. Yes. There's 136, 37, and 38. One Brockle, one red, and one solid black. There are 3, 6, 8 left. Guys. 8 left.
24, 4 and a half, and 24, 4 and a half. On you get a 4 and a half. On you get now 5. On you get a 5, 5, 5. You know now half on 25. You don't get a 25 half. You know Austin, you're on 25 and a half. You don't get a 25 6. On you get a 6. You don't get a 5 half 6. On you get a 5 half 6. 25 and a half, 26. On you get now half on 20. Get a 26 and a half. On you get now 7. On 27. On you get a 27. Internet round. You got to be 2,700. Diana 27. On you get a 6 half 7. 2,700 on you get a 777 on you get a Diana 2,700 on you get a 7 on you get a 7 on you get a 777 on you get a now half 27 half on you get a 27 half on you get a 27 half. Them are good heifers right there. 27 half 27 half on you get a 27 half. You don't get a 27 half. You know Austin round 27 half. You don't get a 27 half. Sold them 2,700 online. Headed to Wisconsin. Buyer number 627 627. How many would you like, Diana? Took one group. Here we're at, what numbers? 10, 14. Take 3 or 5. 3 or 5. Go here. And 24, 4 and a half. 24 and a half. On you get money's all gone to you. On 24 and a half. On you get now 5. On you get a 5 half. On you get a 6. On you get a 6 half. You don't get a 20 and a half. On you get a 7. On you get a 7 7 7. On you get a 27. 6 half 7. On you get a roll out here 27. On you get a 7 7 7. On you get a 6 half 7. On you get an Austin's way. On 20 and a half 7. On you get a 7. Sold them 2650. 261. Takes all 5. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, folks. Thank you much. We're going into these commercial pairs now. This is going to be lot 201. These are going to be young 2-year-old pairs. There's going to be 5 in this group. We have 15. So whatever you bid, times 5, 10, or 15, you have the option if you buy the first group. Again, this is tag 145, 146, 147, 8, and 9. 5 in this group. They're all 2-year-old pairs, and you have the option to buy all these 5 or 2 pins or all 15. There's only 15. There's not 20. And they have not been exposed, so you can take them home.
All the work on the calves are done.
All the work on the calves are done. They've all been vaccinated. Everything's ready to go.
Marches. I think one or two first part of April, but most of them are Marches.
Most of them are in mid-March. There's a couple that spilled into the first week or so of April.
No, you can't stay at my house. Huh? Well, Chance could stay at my house. Chance could stay at my house. Just don't take your sister. Your, your sister cannot stay at my house. She's not listening at all. You're not listening to one word I said. Chance is going to Stillwater, but I said he could stay at my house, but you can't. I don't want you to tear shit up. Oh, boys, look at these young players now.
My fellas.
Money makers.
All right there, first time heifers, all the work's done for you. The calves are worked, they've had it all. Go here, Don. 5,000, 4,000, 41, 4,000, 41, now 2, 41, 2, 2, 1, 2, and 42, 3, 3, 3, 3, 43, 3, now 4, 44, 44, 5, 45, 45, 45, 6, he can take them all, fellas. 45, 600, and 45, 4,600.
That money, he'll take them all, I guarantee.
45, 4,600. 45 half. 45 half. 60. 4,600. 46. 45 half. 4,600. 45 half. 46. 45 half. 60. 45 half, 46, all in, all done. Timmy, 45 has he, 6, sold them 45, 50, up top, 45, 50, put them on buyer number 22. How many would you like, sir? Takes 5. We'll do her again, they'll get higher.
All right, guys, here comes pin 202. This is tag 150, 151, 52, 53, and 54. Hey, I don't know what we just averaged on these opens, but it'd be close to probably about 28.5 or 2,900. There's not a whole lot of money left in a pair when you sell the calf of them for that kind of money. Just pointing that out for those of you that aren't following along.
All right, here's the 202 group. 41, 2, 41, 2, 41, 2, 41, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 43, 3, 3, 3, 42, 3, 2, 3, and 42, 43, 3, 4, 45, 45 on 45, and 4,500 on 6, 60, 60, 4,600 on 46, and 45, 46, how about a half? Iron on 45, and 45, 5 and a half, he might take them all, 45, 5 and a half, 45 half, sold them 4,500, KJ, you win 331, you want them all? Takes 5.
Okay, and here's the last 5, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the pin 203. These are going to be tags 155, 56, 57, 58, and 59. These might be the bigger set of calves. I don't know about you, but the calves look bigger to me.
42, and 41, 42, 42, 3, 43, and 42, 43, 3, how many Chance, how many bull calves are in here? Looks like 2, Internet. 42, 43, 4,300. On to get him, get a 3. On to get him, get a 42, 3. On to get him, get a 4,200, 43. On to get him, get a all in, all done. On to get him, get a 3. On to get him, get a 42, 3. On to get him, get a 3, 3, 3. All in, all done. 43. On to get him, get a 2, 3. I'm over here, boys. 42, 3. On to get him, get a 2, 3. Sold them 4,200. Put them on. Sold them 331. They're gone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes their auction. We want to thank you for you being here and taking your time to be with us on this beautiful day here in Clarinda, Iowa. The Richards family thanks you. Please make settlement in here at the office if you would before you leave, and please leave clear trucking instructions so that we know what to do in the future. Brett?
Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Once again, on the registered cattle, if you want them transferred, please tell the ladies in the office how you want that transferred. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next year.
Okay, oh, God, Lord. For those of you that are keeping the averages today, we had 70 bulls, gross $444,500 to average $63.50. There was 24 registered pairs, grossed $194,250 to average $8,093. There were 12 pins of commercial females, grossed $188,625. Those pins would average $15,718. So those opens would have averaged $3,000 a piece. There was 2 embryos that averaged $1,725. We had a total of 108 sales, $830,825. Thank you, one and all.